You get what I'm trying to get across.
Yes, we understand it. It's a small, close-knit community in Europe. We know the big players. We know what they can play, of course. We know those heroes got to be respected. But then again, if I was Seraph, not really looking to ban off that Nathan because you know how to deal with it. It's just the fact that they didn't really apply the pressure from the early game, right? You let him build his confidence and got to the point where they couldn't keep him contained. So I would say from the early game, if you lock him down, hey, you could see Seraph come out with a victory.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he likes the pressure, but what we don't see is that Nathan getting banned first is again gonna be the Freya and the Leomord. Maybe we're gonna see a spec ban, maybe we're gonna see something else, but the Valentina is out of door as well. Interesting. So far, no Nathan. What are we feeling, Kronos? What are we feeling?
I don't see it. I don't think that Nathan's got to be banned out. I think Dushin's got to go here if you're Rogue Godfathers, of course, or wait that for the last ban. You just don't want to deal with that whatsoever. Freya's banned out from the blue side. Valentina's gone. So Sora, Dushin's got to be the bans that's coming through from Rogue Godfathers, right? Just to make sure they don't give too much on the other side. Yeah, there you go, Jushin. But here's Seraph. Now the question comes in: are they really having that much trouble with the Nathan? Yes, the Nathan was the one that changed the pace of the game. Yes, the Nathan did everything. And yes, they don't want to give it away again. Respect ban. Talk about that.
What I want to talk about is that indeed the Nathan got banned, but we might see the Kimi on gold lane. Trust me on this one, Kronos. I've seen it. It worked. And it could work again. It could be a mystery pick. It's either gonna go on the pick, or it's gonna go on the gold. Who knows? Coin flip. But at the end of the day, the next ban should be on Harley. I strongly agree with the Harley ban. It needs to go. It really needs to go out of the game. It's been strong. Even if they were on the losing side with the Harley, they were still doing better because they could burst down the target. They had him. They have now burst him down. They have the Lunox, they have the Nathan. And it's gonna increase the damage of the early match. So it could work out in the long run. For both these teams.
Oh, a carry band. Ah, this is a different outlook. I think if they go for the sword, they get the glue on the other side. Marcel was left open, man. Nah, not like this. What's it gonna be here? Glue plus glue plus Sora? Maybe? Hey, glue plus Sora super strong here.
Yeah, but Marcel is gonna be anti for Sora. He can catch him out with his golden hour and with his selfie. So I don't know how great the Sora is going to be. Yes, he gets his Simeon, but it's after the cast I'm scared about because you're gonna get caught out pretty hard. With Glue into the... I've never seen actually a Glue versus Marcel matchup. How well does it go, bro? Have you seen it?
I mean, not as much, but the only reason I say it because you take away the damage dealers, that could really become a problem. The Phobius is an absolute great choice at the same time. You don't really have that damage to deal with, but hey, they go complete opposite direction. It's got the Phobius, it's got the Heart, they got the Harley. Harley's had 100% win rate so far, and for a reason that you mentioned before, Zippo, just there's so much burst.
Το ακούτε διπλά ρε, γιατί έχω και το κινητό εδώ και το παίρνει από εδώ ρε. Μα λέω και εγώ γιατί τους ακούω έτσι.
With that Marcel combo. You know what? They should pick another hero that has blue color in it. Blue and white. You know what? Blue and white versus purple and red.
Ephemera looks like he could kill. He looks so angry. Like he took this picture now after he lost the shot.
That's a shot.
He looks so angry. What did he do to you? We apologize, but the Sweet is gonna get picked up to feed that team of the blue and white. But what is
teal? But we'll give it away. It's teal, but we'll give it. Hey, you know what? Look at the colors. If you look at the colors of Suyo and look at the colors of Surge, Suyo's got to be the ambassador for Surge, right?
What about Sora? Is better color.
No, but look at the colors. Come on, bro. Don't tell me you don't see it. The hair of the Suyo, the color.
It doesn't have that much white. It's a little bit white. Look at Sora. Look at our backgrounds. It's literally getting picked up though in the hands of that. The first time we're gonna see it for this tournament. I mean, look at. He's so scary looking. He's so angry after that first game. His portrait changed.
Γιατί σβήνει σχόλια, άμα γράφεις τα ελληνικά θα σβήνει σχόλια.
I mean, I'm expecting to see
Να σίγουρη.
Farsa here or Kimi?
Eve.
No,
Even
Greetings.
Kimi. I think Kimi's a
Mono
solid. Yeah,
greetings.
you're right. Kimi's gotta go.
Kimi I think has to go. You're gonna have a ton
Kimi
of
has
push in
to
the
go.
mid lane, too much pressure as well.
Yeah.
Or will team block it in the gold lane Kimi? I mean, I've been talking about it. We might be getting to see it, Colonels. It's rough.
I mean,
The
I
Eve
told
is
you.
bad out. Yeah, it's a solid choice. I mean, I was picking the Kimi because it's just better with their draft. But
Μετά παίζει η Ελλάδα, τι λέει. Εγώ που
No,
είδα
but
το
Kimi
πρώτο
too.
μάτς
I
στη
agree with the
Ρουμανία,
Kimi.
το
I'm not denying it. I think the Eve and the Kimi have to go for it if you're Rogue Godfathers.
Ποια
But if
Ρουμανία?
you're Seraph, though, what are you looking to take out? Some gold laners that could be problematic.
Ιταλία Γαλλία έπαιζε.
Maybe
The Claude.
not gold. Yes, the Claude. But what are you really gonna go for in the mid lane with that
Μίλες
option?
για
So you
εδώ.
need some space. Don't
the
give the
Hylos
aggression
again?
early on. I think
Μην με
Hilda
τρελαίνεις,
and
τι
you take out the
εννοείς?
Khalid if you're a Seraph,
no,
right? But
Take out the Grok.
yes, you're right. Grok.
Grok with Zetian is a deadly combination. I mean, you have the Fury of the Phoenix with the Tectonic Charge. The King is gonna get banned out.
τώρα
There
παίζει
it
η
is. I
Ρουμανία.
mean, it was the obvious choice.
Yo,
It was gonna fix
Ισχύει.
Admiral was on the left, and all of a sudden he's on
Παρόλα
the right.
αυτά
Bro, he's
ισχύει.
scary to look at. I don't know.
Αλλά κάτσε να δω.
He's just angry at us because he lost the first game.
No, but if you take a look at it from a different angle as well, right?
Ναι, ναι,
If
το
you
ξέρω, το
tilt
ξέρω,
your
το
head to
ξέρω.
the right and you look, yeah, he looks super angry. But if you tilt to the left and look, he looks a little sad.
Κοίτα,
Try it.
το ξέρω ότι είναι το
Try it.
δεύτερο μάτς ρε. Το
I
ξέρω,
see.
το βλέπω
I
τόση ώρα.
did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Παράλληλα
what
φτιάχνουμε
can I
λίγο και
say?
το
But
stream.
let's gonna get banned out.
Χωρίτε, κύριε.
Another of teams is hero. Are you gonna see a Kaja again?
Quad gonna come through for
No. Kaja. Listen to Kaja.
Μετά παίζει η
After that,
Ελλαδάρα.
they're gonna pick out. What was the hero called? I forgot him. He plays him a lot. It's obnoxious.
Ανούλη, πού είσαι, ρε?
hero. It's damn. What's his name? It's a recent hero. That's why I don't see him that much.
whatever.
Obsidian. There it is.
Claude. It's got to be Claude on the blue side, but then Claude has a tough time against Obsidian. The laning phase doesn't.
Harriet. Think about it. The Harriet here.
Nah, not the Harriet. Phobius, Obsidia, Harley. No, bro. Come on.
You're
Come on, Soko. You're better than that. Soko, you're better than that.
If you're good with Harriet, you can
Portugal,
just
yeah,
dodge
Maris.
out.
Yeah,
I believe in him.
whatever.
I believe in a Pyramal. He looks. Look at. He's so scary. How can you not believe in him?
I don't know.
Άτος.
I want him to pick
Πού
the
είσαι
Claude.
κύριε?
His
Για δώσε
mugshot.
πρόβλεψη για Όπερ
You know, with
Θέλω
the
να δω δύο
Claude's Art
games
of
μόνο, η
Thievery.
αλήθεια είναι.
No, hey.
Θέλω να δω
Yeah,
δύο
yeah.
games.
Come on, guy.
A joke
Βέβαια.
aside, we're just joking, okay? Don't
Yeah, he's a really
Βέβαια.
nice guy.
Yeah, he's a really super nice guy. We know him
Be
as well,
fair.
so you know,
Παίζουνε με
don't
Ουκρανούς.
kind of take
We're not
this
saying
the
that because
wrong
we're
way.
scared. We're not saying that because we're scared. We actually
What?
mean it, but we're gonna see the Luno getting stolen away
Είναι πολύ καλή.
by Seraph. And
Κακά
the
τα
band
ψέματα,
is
είναι
getting
πολύ
locked
καλή.
in. A solid choice. With the Marcel, I mean, come on, we forgot about it.
Αν δω
I mean, yes, I was
1-1,
thinking in
θα
that
ψηθώ να
angle, but then
γίνει
is that really the
2-1
best thing that
υπέρ
they
των
could go
Όπερ
for, right? That's
προφανώς.
the question. Come on, Sakura, you know it.
Προφανώς.
They could have gone other
Αν
picks.
μπορεί
They
να
could have
γίνει
gone
και
either for
2-0
the
ακόμα
Ranger,
καλύτερα.
maybe the
Τώρα βέβαια θα μου
Elf Pipe, but
πεις,
then just locking out what they
τους
can
νίκησαν
provide
και άλλοι.
maximum utility with that
Γιατί είναι-
golden hour and the Kaja that you spoke about,
Όχι, ρε,
or
πιστεύω στα
Seraph going in the
παιδιά.
hands of Rogue Godfathers. But at the same time, it just works so well with the Harley,
Έχουν
with the Zetian,
έχουνε
and then you have
γαμηθεί
the Hunts
στην
of Bolt to
κυριολεξία στο
provide the anti-dash.
practice.
So yeah, I think Rogue Godfathers cooked this game with the draft, but super squishy. So if I was Seraph, that level 4 fights, those turtle fights, are so crucial, especially if you are the Sora.
Well, not even. If you're the Su, you have the level 3 power spike. You can have all your
Δεν
keys
ξέρω.
available, so you can go for an invade on the
Η
Harley.
αλήθεια είναι δεν ξέρω.
Since they won't have any crowd control super early in the game, but other than that, it's gonna be match point. The Rogue Godfathers have the first victory. Seraph needs to close it out to even it out and make it to game number 3. But
Well,
which
like
draft
a
do you
flicker.
like more? Let me throw the question back to you.
I like Seraph's draft a little bit more, if you ask me. They have a lot more win conditions, not so slim.
Είναι
but
καλή
if
Ουκρανία,
Rogue
μαλάκα, είναι πολύ
Godfathers
καλή.
get the way they want to play the game, splitting of Seraph apart, yeah. Godfathers
Είναι
really
καλή.
take the game. But if you ask me, with the current meta being so brawly, these neutral objectives, Seraph and the way they played in the previous game, sticking together, yeah, I think Seraph definitely have an advantage.
Για να στάκατς λίγο.
Indeed, they do.
Τώρα όμως
But
σας κάνω
right
μια
now,
κοινοποίηση,
let's
ενώ είστε
the
μέσα,
mid
μην
lane
πείτε κάτι.
crash. A little help from Nan and leave you on that first blue buff for you guys. He's gonna make it down already. Hold on. Fushi is kind of low. That's the issue with the Marcel. As soon as he gets at level 2, he's gonna go in and poke out a ton. But let's take a quick look at the emblems. Marksman emblem for the Beatrix Fighter 4 Imp. Nothing out of the ordinary. Little Ignition was replaced by Riga with Impure Rage Killings before the store. Hold on. Oh my god! Reaper Immobilize!
Annoying. He is annoying with that tracking shot, right? This is what the Nathan is so good with. But then again, folks, the predictions
Appeal approved.
of
Να
the
είστε
Talents
καλά,
of
ρε.
Surge are
Προφανώς.
powered by Runestone, and you can tell
Μαλάκες μου
the
κάνετε
only one
κατευθείαν
praying for
τέτοιο.
Seraph to come with a 2-1 is Warren. Right?
Traitor! The traitor! But other than that, look at Wushi. The pressure he's providing is great. I mean, what are we thinking? What is the first... Oh, look at Suspect! Hold on. Pretty early rotation coming in.
Oh wait, none
Wait,
taking a lot of damage. Fushi,
κάνουν.
I mean, this is the playstyle of
Το κάνω και
Marcel,
στον
right?
Κότζο. Κότζο είναι εδώ.
Just go and being annoying to the opposition, and he can really go in for the invades. Nobody's gonna be able to stop him.
Έτσι το άμμο του.
Yeah.
Για να τους
But
πάω στα
for
νέα.
me, you can actually build a little bit of damage. Maybe the Rose Gold Meteor for Marcel because it does so much damage. Wait. Feral using his flicker to get out of it, and the Golden Hour is not there, but the selfie is taking down. I mean, the damage is there from Marcel. He is doing a ton. Wait, on the mid lane. Push is there again.
Αυτό το game
Oh
εσείς
wait,
ποιος
look
πρέπει
at
να
this
πάρει.
damage being dished out as well, and DJ going for the sever, not able to find the Queller. Could have been disastrous. A clutch Fury of the Phoenix coming in.
Indeed, it is. Will the Harley try to contest with a focus, or will he just he's gonna get annoyed by Push, isn't he?
Yep. I think at this moment,
Γκότζο το είδες το live από
with
την
the
αρχή.
amount of damage that Seraph have right now, they need to put the pedal to the metal.
Indeed, they don't.
Ένα-δύο, ένα-δύο.
Put a stopping halt
Δεν με
for
ακούει.
Imp. Push is there. He has the level for the Golden Hour is there as well. Beatrix has the level for Suspect falls.
Oh no, that's first bloods in the hands of Bayou, powered by Runestone. This is what a Sora brings in. Gohi knowing the ins and outs of this hero, and we know why Sora has to be prioritized. Oh?
Indeed, he does. No divine judgment for Liviu, but other than that,
καλά το
they are
δείχνει.
doing well. First blood was in, and the audience predictions going to the side of Romania.
Αυτό που δεν μιλάει
50%,
κανείς σας, με
47
ξεπερνάει.
for Seraph. And of course, they're powered by Runestone. The level advantage on the gold lane is one ahead. Although Fushi looking for
Να
someone.
μην μιλάει λογικά
Yeah,
τώρα.
Fushi is going to be super annoying with that tracking shot and frame moment. He's looking to get that perfect picture, if you ask
Ό,τι
me.
ξέρεις ξέρω.
But I think Seraph needs to look at the bigger picture. Because Godfathers are looking to split them apart. They got the pick-off capabilities, and they're so good at it. We saw that in the previous game. They know how to tilt the balance, and now they're looking to take that Ephemeral on the bot side. Oh no, walks in a hat trick as well. They get away with the deadly magic. Fushi flickers their arms away. The Golden Hour able to save them, and now MDJ goes and gets the sever, finds the kill. And Rui gets another in the pocket. Timp trying to go in, getting zoned away by Ephemeral, but MDJ with a Blade Surge finds a kill.
Indeed, he does, and there's maybe gonna be another kill on the list of Seraph. Suspect was super close to making Sora super angry, but that play from Fushi was amazing, forcing out them. They had to chase him. He was super low HP. He had a magic upon him.
Το βλέπετε μικρό. Σας φαίνεται μικρό.
Oh, well, an hour at the perfect moment, just stopped those poker cards from coming in, and he made it out alive. And other than that, 2 kills for MDJ.
Σαν
As I said,
παράθυρο
it's so
σας
much
φαίνεται
closer to
μικρό.
that Skypiercer. It's really rough. It's really,
Και άλλη επιλογή αυτό,
really rough
δεν
here.
άκουσα τίποτα. Αυτοί ακούγονται πολύ δυνατά.
Definitely is super rough if
αν
you
αυτοί
ask me. Looking at the
ακούγονται πολύ
items as
δυνατά.
well, almost getting to that power spike. Ephemeral, I think, probably gonna go for. Oh no, wait! Tracking shot coming
Πολύ
on. None.
δυνατά.
Leo doing the best that he can.
Τώρα ακούγομαι εγώ καλύτερα.
Out. Vengeance already popped in from the suspect. Goes
Skies.
for the infernal pursuit. Ryu getting the shifting skies coming through as well. A lot of damage being dished out, but damage coming from Ryu able to take them out. Golden Hour catching 4 members in place. Fushi trying to dish out the damage, gets a framing moment. Leo flickers out. Or rather, doesn't even flicker out, gets taken down.
MDJ.
Ryu trying to get a kill. MDJ looking to get a Blade Surge and not able to do so. Gets a shutdown, but Ryu on a killing spree.
Ooh, Team almost taking down Beatrix. Meanwhile, the turtle fire was happening. He's gonna get a turret.
Και αυτό.
Oh no,
Done.
what are you doing? This is not the brightest of places that you can be. Gets a tracking shot, a framed moment to get the perfect picture, but Fushi still able to survive. You're the Phoenix, put them in place. There's the Brilliance as well, trying to make it out of harm's way. Bayou goes in, there it is, the shifting skies coming through. Now they're looking to dish out the damage, buying enough time. The usual suspect should be going
τώρα
down right
καλύτερα.
now. Oh, so close. So close, man. Oh,
The
no.
glowing one!
Oh, MDJ, Blade Surge, trying to make it out alive. Will he be able to do so? No, he doesn't. Falls for the same trick twice.
Indeed, he knows that Divine Judgment is really painful, but the second turtle is still up and alive. The goal gap is closing down faster and faster. And did I say that correctly? Zetian doesn't have enough time to push down Fushi before she gets her
Τι να κάνω σχολιασμό.
Phoenix robe off. I mean, oh, team.
Oh no, that's a lot of damage. This is what Ephemeral didn't want
Στο
happening,
μάτς,
but
στο με την Ελλάδα. Ω, μαλάκα, για λίγο δεν τον έπιασε.
Oh no. Kaja without a flicker.
Δεν νομίζω.
It doesn't feel nice.
Δεν νομίζω να έκανα.
Wait.
Ούτε καν ρε.
MDJ is looking for someone. And that someone is Ryuga, gets him stunned down.
Θες ακούς σχολιασμό από μένα.
Almost ready up, but look at Fushi, he's so annoying. He's just
Εκτός
in
άμα
their business. Other than that, Imperial is gonna take that top down. First objective taken off the map.
Oh, wait, Ryuga doing a lot of damage with the deadly magic as well. You can see the shifting skies coming through at any point, and there it is. A lot of damage being dished out, but suspect
Κάτι γράφεις τώρα
able to
εσύ.
survive,
Η δεύτερη
but
λέξη δεν
not for
κατάλαβα.
long. The burst from Rui is too much for them to handle. They get the Fury Phoenix along with Divine Judgment. Ephraim locked down with the Hunt of Bone. Tip finds a kill. Fushi on the chase with a tracking shot. Soul Server coming out. They get the kill, adding a stack to the Sky Piercer. Tim is just there. Oh, he's playing with fire.
Indeed, he is. He likes it hot, but you know what? He also likes taking a free lane. But Fushi won't allow it. He knows what happened last game and is gonna target him down, lock him
Έχω βάλει και το
down.
κινητό να φορτίζει να
But
παίξουμε
the
κανένα
Hunt of
μετά.
Bone is gonna be up in a few seconds. Just to mark.
Ω,
down. I don't think
95%
they're gonna risk it that
μουνάρα.
much. Other than that, Bayou is gonna be clearing that mid lane. But you know what else is gonna be clearing? Our social because gonna follow them on. Just join on that link tree. Follow us. There's giveaways on the Instagram, on the Discord. There's giveaways on the YouTube. There's giveaways. There's giveaways on the Twitch. There's giveaways everywhere, Kronos.
Hey man, I'm waiting for the next one in the chat. I'm keeping my eye on it.
Of course you are.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. We're
Yeah,
focusing
the
on the
caster
game. Why
line.
wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we be focusing on the game? Nice save. Look at that. None gets his celestial armament
What
off.
happened
This
to
is what
you?
Fushi needs to do the entire time.
Κοίτα.
Somehow, some way, even
Αν
though
έρθει
Seraph are playing really
νωρίς
well,
που στην
with
δεν νομίζω να
Godfather
δουλεύει.
still have the advantage.
Άμα
Oh,
ήταν-
Divine Judgment comes as well. Golden Hour catching three members after the win stride. And there is the combo.
τους
They
έπιασε.
go for it at the same time. Nice use of the hot bone. They get a double kill. Tip finds one back, and here comes MDJ.
Μαλάκα, τι
Look
τους
at
έκανε
Sever's
Beatrix.
soul. The suspect
Φοβερό.
finds another. He gets a massive shutdown, and now looking to take away Tip. He's kiting. He's done this in the previous
Μουνάρα,
game,
λέω,
and
για
he's
την
doing
μπαταρία.
it again. Rogue Godfathers just have the answer, and now looking to lock down MDJ. Soul Server comes in. It's a 1v1. He has the evil quarter to get out. Blink Surge just to survive. An assassin running away from a marksman. Not something we like to hear.
But there is something we like to see
well
as
done,
Tim is
Matthew.
gonna go into the game and a quick replay to see what's happened because it's always so fast.
Ναι, εσύ τώρα θέλεις να δεις το
Divine
replay
Judgment
κάτω,
bottom.
αλλά...
He survives yet again, just going back in his own golden hour. And a kill on Ryuga, double kill actually. So it was a great trade for Seraph. The gold cap is still basically the same, not that much, a few kills different, but Fushi is gonna get marked down again.
Oh no, Golden Hour missing, but you can see Tip with a Hunt of Bone and catching Bayou. Bayou is not able to survive. They use the Divine Judgment as well at the same time. A lot being thrown away just to take out this
Ενώ τον έχει πιάσει δεν τον βάλε.
Suyo, rather Sora.
Γιατί?
Oh,
Καλώς το κορίτσι.
it's
τώρα.
not looking good. The Lord now blitzed down. Seraph need to find a way to try and contest this, but Rogue Godfathers get it quite easily. Zakota, what does Seraph have to do to make a comeback?
Get down Tim. Shut down Tim. Don't worry about others. He's the main guy on the focus. It's 7,000 gold. He is so far ahead.
Α, τώρα να πεις.
And he's just taking a minute.
Doesn't
Oh,
feel
I'm
on
not
a
going.
level.
This is by a few centimeters. Rui is there just in case they try to play extremely aggressive, but he needs that mana. He understands the limitations of each hero he plays. But the Lord is going to be starting his march soon. Going down.
Τι
the
πειράζει,
top
βρε, μην
side. Other
αγχώνεσαι.
than that, I mean, for Rogue Godfathers, they are closing down the gap. They don't have the kills, but they have
Πορτογαλία, Ρουμανία.
Timp. And Timp is just, you know, his time, you know. You cannot run away from time. MDJ!
One at a time. MBJ's gone. He tried. He's tried again. That's like the third time he tried. Didn't work out for you. The Phoenix making sure to cast him as well. Push back with the armament. Now you can see usual suspect going in. Does not a lot of damage. Fushi the first one to fall. Left Morale taken down by Tim. And there it is. A lot of damage coming in from Bayou. With the help of the Shifting Skies. 3 members out for Seraph. And Godfather's still standing tall. The Lord is marching on the top side. Tier 2 should be taken away. And those holy shields are going to get popped soon.
Indeed, they are. As right now, the bot one goes, it's gonna explode. The top one will go as well, but the mid turret will fall in the process. Lord did indeed charge. Can they take Bayou down?
Κακό.
Gonna take an inhibitor. They're gonna force it out.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the target.
Όχι,
Try
όχι.
and take down this inhibitor on the top side.
Ενδεχομένως, αν κερδίσει η κόκκινη ομάδα τώρα, να είναι το επόμενο game που θα παίξει η Ελλάδα.
They got an inhibitor. That's all right.
Claim down Phobius, but still the Divine Judgment is
Whoa,
still up and ready.
what's Fushi doing?
Oh, so close yet so far.
Okay.
I don't know, it's really difficult. 2,000 gold difference. He has the Sky Pierce as well. He's gonna go for the Malefic gun to finish the build. But other than that, I mean, not much to say. Fushi is doing extremely well. He's going for the right targets. But his team cannot cross so far because they have the Kaja. He's gonna be denying a ton of stuff. Other than that, the KDs are pretty much even. The damage dealt is already 33,034 for Team. Just slowing them down, melting them up, buttering them up for the next lore, because right now, for the first time, Seraph are on the losing side. 20 stacks for the Sky Piercers, 25 for the Abyssal Bones. Our feeling, do you think Seraph can take the next turtle? Hold on!
Forget the turtle. It's time for the Lord. Dakota, we're already 12 minutes past the game, but you can see they're going in, playing with fire. Fushi has his flicker available now. So does Kohi. Or Bayou, rather. So does Ephemeral. The combo is present. The combo is possible. But Godfathers are just so good at playing around Tim that Seraph just don't know what to do. And look at the macro again. It's the same lane that Timp was in. It's shoved in completely.
It is. The top side is gonna be a pretty bad standstill. It could crack the base open.
Nicolara, push it,
Cracking shot. Celestial Armor to pull that back as well. Nice shifting skies in the back line. They get the deadly magic. They go all down first. Tim gets that kill. Fear the Phoenix popped it as well. They get another. 2 following, 1 for 1 trade. MDJ finds a double, make that 3 now. And Tim is they don't even get the Lord golden hour to put them in place. 4 members out in the blink of an eye. And Rule Godfathers find the 5th.
Indeed, they do.
Κοίτα, το πήρανε το Lord, αλλά μαλάκα τι κάνουνε πίσω.
The mids, neither of the waves are shoved. They don't have anything to push it. They cannot.
Μου το ζήτησε το τέτοιο, ρε. Γιατί να μην το κάνω.
Well, they'll find a way. They'll find a way. Look at the replay as well, Zakura. The armament pushed them back from none. Deadly magic getting Bayou able to go to the back line was clutch. The fight was completely separated. Ryuga got melted down by the Sever. Leo to follow. Tim, the only one left standing.
He was. I mean, he was not joining the team fight. He was trying to play for the Lord. But other than that, Fushi is gonna be the main source of winning. I mean, that golden hour is landing every single time.
Μετά θέλετε να παίξετε κιόλας.
The Lord is marching on the bot side yet again.
Όποιοι είστε.
I'm thinking what they can do. To crack down the base of Godfathers, they need to lock down Team yet again. I mean, either catch or Yuga or Team. Both of these guys in 10 they won't have enough damage to defend. Maybe none. But it's gonna be too much for 3 waves.
Τώρα βέβαια μέχρι στιγμής και η προηγούμενη ομάδα, οι προηγούμενες 2 εθνικές δεν κράτησαν πολύ.
Close. Dangerous game. Rogue Godfather is playing at the moment, but they've done it before. I think they can do it again.
They can now. They have the map advantage yet again. The first cracked inhibitor. No holy shields left. Not that it matters. 15 minutes in. Oh my god! That Phantom Ball was so close on Fushi. This is the time. They're just cooking it up. And I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen. I mean, the Lord is there in 67 seconds. Funny number, but other than that, look at the damage dealt. The most is gonna come in from none.
Πού είναι ο XP, φέρτε μου τον XP. Βρείτε μου τον XP να σχολιάσουμε παρέα.
That Celestial Element, a ton of damage, a ton of HP as well on that shield, so you could actually make a play with it.
They definitely can. And they still get control of the map. Oh no, MDJ, he's taking out super low. I really thought he's gonna go down, but Fushi is zoning him away still. Suspect Vengeance already popped 30 seconds. Now look at Bayou taking super low. Oh no, Hunt of Bone as well coming through. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Fushi, Immortality still available. They're waiting to pop that at any moment, but doesn't come through. Oh, they're looking at him. He's trying to lock down the tower.
Το βιντεάκι που ανέβασα, το έχουν έπαιξε στην αρχή γαμάτο.
Indeed not. They're trying to look for the golden hour plus Beatrix. I mean, any weapon she's gonna use.
Ότι θα έβλεπα τη μούρη μου στο SNL εδώ πέρα το περίμενα.
Renner's apathy. Any ultimate she's gonna use is gonna be working down with Fushi's ultimate. But they're gonna burst on the Lord. They have what it takes. But I think Sarah are gonna contest. Fushi goes in, gets 3.
Oh, you can see it going as well. Fushi gets 3 members, but Suspect with the infrared pursuit of Retribution not there. He's going to a golden hour at the right time. Who's going to get the Lord? Retribution not going to be present. Ephemeral able to get it. Ryuga goes down. The golden hour in the clutch. Ephemeral finds double. Nune's going to be the next target. Feud is being spotted as well, but MDJ able to get the kill. Now Leo's the target. They are looking to lock him down, and they're going to get that indeed. It is a full 5-man wipeout, ladies and gentlemen. Seraph able to flip the script.
Indeed, they do, but will they have enough time to end it out?
Βέβαια φαινόμουν λίγο νευριασμένος, αλλά δεν μίλαγαν νευριασμένα παρόλα αυτά.
For the next member of Godfathers to wake up and defend the base. But it will be a 1v5. They won't have the time. They're gonna do it.
Θα δούμε τρίτο game, θα δούμε και τρίτο game. Άντε, γεια.
Portugal versus Romania. 1-1.
Indeed, it is game number 3 is waiting to hook up. Seraph came back, updated. And they went back alive. He took the game. The first game could have been a win as well, but Imp was just left unchecked. This game, he was a little bit more pressured in Kronos. But other than that, I mean, what can I say? The game was super even. The goal gap was there in the early game, but Imp was just loading it by himself.
Definitely was even. It closed the gap, and I think really well played from Seraph this time around. All the Godfathers put themselves in a similar situation, similar predicament compared to the previous game, right? But in this game, however, I think Suspect wasn't able to play to his best. Fushi, again, had a great game number 1, a great game number 2. Just sad that it's not a 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, you were expecting it. I was expecting it. I think everyone else was expecting to see the shot coming in from Team yet again. But Seraph just had the better, second game. 801 gold per minute from MDJ. Most damage that is gonna go to None. Most damage taking against the Suspect. The scoreline, there's a different story. It's a 15 kill difference, Kronos. No turtles, 1 Lord, and 6 to 7 turrets. I don't know.
Hey, what do you not know? Say it again.
Sorry? I did not say anything. I think you're hearing things again, Kronos. But other than that,
Το ότι μου βγάζει το
turtles were
TikTok εδώ
taken
πέρα
away by Seraph.
μόνο του...
I mean, 2 Lords as well. That's a pretty niche number.
I agree.
Τι καινούργιο είναι αυτό, το
2
post.
Lords, even 1 away, 6 turrets to 7. Rogue Godfathers not coming out with the victorious this time, but hey, at least game number 3 we get to see another game with some really nice back and forth unpredictability. That's what the series has been.
Indeed, it has been. I mean, I was expecting Romanians to do so well. I'm lying. I have to make it fair, but Seraph are playing super well. Fushi is doing super well on the roaming side. He is a main mid laner, so I was expecting him to play a little bit more passive, but he's playing super aggressive. He's playing the hero as he's supposed to be played. And Marcel was doing super well, but the score is evened out. One more game decide the fate of who's gonna go up against Italy.
That's true. I think if you ask me, whoever comes out victorious out of these two, I think Havoc Makers have the advantage. They were much more cleaner compared to Seraph and Godfathers, right, Sakura?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Έλα.
I want both of these teams to win because both of these teams are super solid. I don't want just maybe, let's say we do a point for the point for wins it, but let's get ready for it, Kronos. I mean, I don't know. I'm waiting for it. Let's take a quick look at the highlights here. We can see almost a play made by the capture team, but they just decided to go back on it, and this is where Fushi turned things around. Look at this.
Πάμε να πούμε όχι στους Ιταλούς όπως τους 40.
Yeah, this didn't look really well for them. It's it is what it is, Dakota, at this point. It's just the early game was on their side. Look at that, 4-0 at this point. Rogue Godfathers really did try to make a comeback possible, and it was possible, but then I think the Marcel was
Μουσική
just
είναι από
too
το
much
stream.
for them when they gave it away, right?
Δεν έχω εγώ μουσική αυτή τη στιγμή.
Yeah. You cannot just give away when you're playing dive, especially with Akaja. You cannot give Marcel away. You're gonna dive into the Akaja, it's gonna just get a perfect shot of you and just get into a golden hour. I mean, he did it multiple times on the Lord as well. It just threw the timing off, and here, Suspect dying to the glowing one was another beautiful thing. He was playing well, but that's about it. Suspect was playing a little bit too aggressive, too hastily. You guys playing better. But I was expecting here a blue eyes retribution. Look at his golden hours, they're perfect.
Περαστικά.
Boom!
Yeah.
Gets into there, oh my god.
Αλλά μετά.
Yeah, I think the Fear of the Phoenix
δεν
again,
γινότανε.
right? That's such a strong hero that they have been using. Although at this point, it really wasn't working out in their favor, if you ask me. It's a strong hero, it has that global stun. But yeah, Seraph's just coming out victorious. They just had the better gameplay in game number 1, 2. Rogue Godfathers just able to find the opening at the right time, able to get the advantage in micro plays, outplaying the opposition, right? This was just a little disastrous for them. Not every day is the same.
Πιστεύω θα το κάνει με χαρά.
I mean, after this second game ends, I cannot wait to go in game and try something out. I mean, I was thinking about it. Let's go Beatrix jungle with Rom Marcel, or on the other hand, Marcel jungle and Beatrix on the gold. So you can try to burst down in a second, because I think all the basic attack rockets stack and they do a little bit more damage in the retribution. I think that's what you saw in that last highlight.
Λες αυτό
It
το
just
ξέρω.
all stacked up and it just one shot the Lord.
Ξοφάγια τέτοια. Είναι σαν να του δίνω τροφή.
That's the power of Marcel. If you know how to play around the Lord fight, I think he's gonna be winning any and every objective for us.
Yep, Marcel is so good, you know, can be so aggressive, just annoying to the opposition. Knows when he goes in with a skill, so when he goes in with a tracking shot, who can really stop him?
Τι γίνεται?
Who can
Είναι
really stop
εκπληκτικός
him at that
απλά.
point? He has speed up, he has the ability to get what, 3-man stun that we saw.
Permaban
Yeah,
θέλει ο
it's
Marcel.
difficult to stop a Marcel.
Τίποτα άλλο.
That's why he's banned out
Αυτό.
so often right now in every single game that we've seen.
Kronos, do you think the Romanians will still
Perma
game
ban.
number 3 away from Seraph?
I think so, man. I think so. But the way that Seraph have been playing, I doubt it. Right, Dakota?
Seraph have been playing extremely well, but I think Romanians have a chance to still like wait the game. I mean, that's their main trick. But I want to see a little bit more from team. But I want to see that give me on the golem, because it's one of the picks he won in the Romanian SNL.
Μόνο εσύ δεν κάνεις σίγουρα.
So it's gonna be great to see, but you know, it's also gonna be great to see a quick break, because we're gonna get ready up. We're gonna get a British as well, a little break. So I see you guys after this short little break.
Αν είμαι λίγο πίσω ή μου φαίνεται, πάω με βάση το YouTube. 6,5. Πάμε με βάση το YouTube, όχι το τέτοιο. Όχι ρε, καλά είναι ρε. Όχι. Είναι λίγο πιο μπροστά. Γιατί δεν θα παίξει ο Μπράζο? Δεν ξέρω. Όχι ρε. Δεν παίζουν οι δικοί μας τώρα. Δεν έχει τελειώσει το Πορτογαλία-Ρουμανία. Τώρα παίζουν στο τρίτο. Να δούμε.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did say it's gonna be a pretty short break, but we're back with the last deciding game between Romania and Portugal. Seraph versus Godfathers. I mean, I obviously have my hopes for the Romanians to make it out on top, but still, Seraph have been playing a super dangerous game. They've been playing it well. Fushi has been the main core person here.
Ποιο βίντεο μου?
That devastating golden hour on the last lure fight completely sealed the game away, but I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. I just cannot wait to see what the draft is going to be like. I'm expecting to see some really pocket picks, something out of common. Maybe even see a mage in the room. We've seen the Selena, we've seen sometimes the Juxin on the room, even the Valentina. So who do you think is going to happen, or do you think I'm just yapping about?
I like the fact that, you know, you mentioned how good Fushi was the entire time, because he's the one who was pressuring doing with the Kalei on the first game. The second game as well, like you mentioned, golden hour with the Marcel, super annoying. So clearly Fushi has been the difference maker for both these teams. But again, in the third game, are Rogue Godfathers really gonna let that Marcel through? Are they gonna let some power picks like the Baxia through? You gotta think twice before you're letting some sort of a big massive power pick like the Jushin through as well, right? But folks, hey, we've got a new phase.
Kanata say the Benedetta gold for Seraph. And Kobe swapped jungle right now. They're gonna be cooking up Chronos. I mean, we saw Professor Black right now. Kanata say cooking last season in cold Lich I think. And right now, I think they're gonna cooking a little bit more. I hope to see that Benedetta coming into play. I don't know about you, Chronos. Who do you think is gonna show up from Kanata?
I think Kanata say, we've known him to be Professor Black before, right? He changed his IGN. I don't know. Again, I don't know why you guys keep changing their names. It's so difficult to keep track. But he has been a player that makes plays for the team. We've known him for that. He makes a lot of outplays. He's all right being a sacrificial lamb. But I think at this point, he definitely adds a lot to the roster of Seraph. But then again, it's a do or die game.
Has been your fan,
right? Will that shift
club
for
for 300 days
really help out, really work? So I think it's crucial for us to see how it's going to come out. But if you ask me for Rogue Godfathers, they need to probably stop so much on comfort picks and get the draft in their favor.
Yeah, the Kaja was picked twice and it didn't work out that well. I mean, team was doing super nice with that Nathan, with that Obsidian, but other than that, the rest of the team wasn't really following his game plan. His game plan, make them ignore me,
Godfathers
we win. That's the game plan for Rogue Godfathers. But right now it doesn't feel that way. It feels like everyone is trying to do something when he's trying to work his magic. I think they need to play a bit more comfort on the XP and the roam. But on the gold, jungle, and mid, I think they need to play a little bit more meta focus. Because on the roam it's a little bit iffy. There are so many great roamers available. Same with XP, you can play Yujon, Glapu, Lapu, Foveus. You can also play a bit with a high loss if you're really risking it.
Μετά από αυτό το game που θα δείξει.
Raptor has been open, you have to ban it out, you have to respect. We saw it in Gabri's Sans, we saw it as well the last time, it was so strong.
Τι τώρα μωρέ και εσύ φαγώθηκες. 3 games παίζουν είπαμε. Best of 3 είναι. Ναι, το σκορ.
How you look to take advantage. Again, it's all about the rotations that we've seen for Rogue Godfathers. They know how to create an imbalance on the opposition side. Or if you're on the side of Seraph, look to maximize what you've just done with the change made. So folks, I mean, we're almost getting ready to go to the draft. I'm excited. Dakota, who do you think is going to be on the blue? Who do you think is going to be on the red? Again, blue side coming out victorious this time, right?
I hope so. I think Romanians will be on the blue side, or maybe better yet, they're going to be again on the red side, because, you know, one of our favorite colors from our flag is blue and red. And also there's the yellow, because the bright ones are going to be on the yellow side. I mean, what if you're colorblind? Colorblind, you can make it happen in Mobile Legends bang. Of course, here. We have Kronos and Zakota.
Δεν είναι όλοι. Κοίτα, το ίδιο μπορούμε να πούμε και για τους Ουκρανούς. Που τους Ουκρανούς όλοι τους λένε dark system, αλλά έχουν καλούς παίκτες. Ωραία, στα ρε, πού είσαι ρε?
Instagram, on Twitch. I think we have a Twitter page. not sure about that. You can check it in the link tree
What's
and
Twitter?
join up. Wait, on X. I apologize. I am an old person. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
right.
to
Old
change the
person
name.
that likes to support PSG the entire time.
Καλώς τους,
Only
καλώς
one
τους.
football team from Romania. Come on.
Still.
See? Don't know nothing.
Still,
Doesn't know anything. He's just talking stuff, guys. He's talking smack the entire time.
I mean,
A big
43
glazer
λεπτά.
of
Listen to me.
Romania.
Μόνο 14
Eat
κάπα.
a glazed donut, Dakota. Let's just go
Listen,
into the draft.
Portugal might
guys.
have Ronaldo, but we have Chika Haji, bro. Come on.
Now you're comparing. Now look, I don't even know why I'm listening to this guy at this point. Like,
I don't know, bro. Like,
Dakota.
Ronaldo's kind of washed, isn't he?
Dakota.
Πρόβλεψη.
But folks, at this point, take a look at, of course, our socials. Follow our socials. We do a lot of giveaways. Our Instagram, our TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch as well at the same time. Don't forget to join the Discord. Link's gonna be in the description. Make sure you click there. And also a lot of giveaways going
Δεν
on
παίζουν
in the
ακόμα.
chat.
Οι Ρουμάνοι
So,
λες.
make sure you're staying active. Look at what moderators are
Η αλήθεια είναι
saying.
και εγώ το
Sometimes you find
πιστεύω.
Dakota active in the chat, just talking.
Αν και θέλω πολύ τους Πορτογάλους.
But doesn't usually happen that way. He's just living a dream. But it's okay. We allow him to live that dream. Delulu is the new Salulu or Zakota. Right,
But
Zakota?
you know what, Delulu? They swapped out Kanatase again for Kohi, and MDL is back on the jungle.
Well, I mean,
well, a little bit of swaps, getting us confused. But after that, Kronos, I cannot wait to get the second game, and actually the final map of the quarterfinal. I mean, the top quarterfinal. He's gonna decide who's gonna go up against the Italian team, the Italian men. I mean, I don't know what to say. I hope it's the Romanians because I'm Romanian, but I also like this Portuguese team because I'm friends with a lot of people from Portugal. What Xera, my goat, YSS, I dipped you. But
Ωραία στα ρητική μας όχι ακόμα. Μετά από αυτό το game.
The series, we're gonna end with it as well. Let's see what the bounce will be like. I mean, are we expecting the same usual suspects, the same bounce? Nathan, the Leomore, the Freya, the Sora maybe jumping in on the ban list. What are we thinking?
Dakota, I
Παίζουνε
heard,
με
like,
τα Global Band, δεν το παρατήρησα. Όχι, ή απλά το δείχνουν.
The tiny kitten.
There's a bunch of kittens.
Never mind. You're not as much of an internet nerd that I thought you were. Anyways.
Explain it to me, come on. We have a little bit of time in the draft.
I don't want to do it. You got to do it, you know?
But you have to. I don't know what it is.
Doing that? Come on. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, come on. Come on, Dakota. You know
I
what
don't
I
spend
see.
as much time on the internet. I think I know what you mean. I've seen that cat with what's it called?
A green screen.
With the fingers, no? That's fingers.
Sort of. I don't know. I will pause me. Oh, wait. The draft has went so fast. Carrie, Leonard, Leslie.
Shit.
Yeah, it's the same bands. Except for the fact that there's a Marcel this time. Jushin left open. Jushin left open. Oh no, what are you doing, Sarah?
Marcel Ban, του πούστη. Άμα τον αφήνανε ξανά.
I mean, you can't give away this Jushin without a trade in the process. The Sora is gonna get picked up eventually, and as well, I'm hoping to see the Harley on the right side. I mean,
σας το λέω γιατί είναι κάτω από την κάμερα, γι' αυτό και δεν το βλέπετε μάλλον.
Other than that, who else do you think we're gonna see maybe on the left side? It's obviously gonna be the Sora and Harley. But what is the left side gonna pick? The Nathan is banned out. The Kimi is available for team. The Obsidia is up as well.
Το είδα καλά ή έλεγε SPL.
What are we thinking? Maybe the Ruby for suspect here?
I don't know. You're talking about the Ruby so much that suspect plays. I just think Phobius is so much better. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. The Suyo gets picked up.
I don't like the Suyo. I really don't.
It's 50-50. You get the early game spike, but other than that, you don't do much as Ruby picks up that Eve, just locking him down in the RWM. Get hit with a deadly magic, plus the RWM, plus Sora shooting sky. Just forward we're gonna get Silver up in the tornado and then put on the ground, just delivered on a silver platter for MDJ. Idols getting banned out. Hilda is still available, but I'm assuming he's gonna get banned out as well. The casual here
Ανεβάζει μόνο του βιντεάκια, γαμάτο.
Kalia.
Band Leslie γιατί, μπορεί να θέλει να το κάψουν.
I mean, the Kalia didn't have that much impact. If you see the Kalia now, it's gonna be a little bit better to try to pick up MDJ or maybe even Kofi.
I think the Kalia has a better gap closer, right? With a title strike, flicker, so much distance can be covered with that. Beatrix banned out. I mean, I'm not sure if that was necessary from Godfathers, but okay. Beatrix is off the table, but look at the marksman ban. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gold laners taking out 6. What are they gonna add? Another Moskov here? 7? Make it. Might as well make it 7.
Ναι, ρε, αφού πριν τους πήδηξε, ρε. Marcel Beatrix πριν κάνανε...
That's all on you.
What? It's gotta be a Moskov, right? What are you talking about?
That head of hair just covers a caved-in skull, Kronos. I mean, I don't know what to say. The 6-7 chokes, it's late on in the day.
Hey, bro, honestly, I wasn't even going for that. I'm just count. Look at the count the goal winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they could go for the 7th one right now, which is the Moskov. I really think it's gonna be a Moskov here.
I thought it's gonna be
Moskov. Θα πικάρει Moskov.
I think it's gonna be the Kalea.
Όχι, θα μπανάρει ένα Moskov. Ναι, η αλήθεια είναι... Μπαν Καλία.
Alright. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's the Kalea is nice because you don't have a lot of goal lane options. Moskov's not super great if you're playing in Rogue Godfather, so Seraph's probably gonna leave that open. Maybe go for that in the second phase. Aja's a solid ban. Skad's a solid pick. Grok is such a solid pick here. Hylos was banned out by themselves, so I'm assuming Grok, Dakota?
I'm assuming we're gonna see Hilda probably for the right side. Is gonna be great.
I like Hilda.
It's good with the mid lane for the aggression play. The Grok also can work, but I don't like it with the Sora because it doesn't leave that much room for him to move around. Or the Beleric getting picked up. And as well, let's see what they're gonna go and give me the Kimi. Team put in that Kimi. They're not gonna expect it. They won't know. I mean, they will know, but you get me, man. You get me.
Give me in the gold lane. That's what Dakota wants. Is he gonna get his wish? Apart from that, I mean, what is gonna really go in the goal lane that can stop this Beleric? At this point, looking for answers. Moskov's not great. Grok is a solid pick. Yes, they get the Grok in their hands. We're not going to see a Bruno RV. Bruno doesn't really make that much of a sense. I mean, it's okay, but against the Beleric, you're going to have a tough time. Melissa is not great here. Leslie's already banned out. Harrod doesn't feel super well.
Granger.
I mean, Granger is probably one of the only options.
Brody. Good choice. Genuinely a good choice against the Sora and the Harley. Run them down. And you have the Grok to go in and advance. That's a stun. Basically an instant one. And you go back. It's great for repositioning. It could work here. Especially against it.
It could work, but it's been so long since we've seen a Brody come in, right?
It's like a torn apart memory. Hanabi! Scared yet? Are you in the chat?
Oh no, what are we saying?
Γιατί?
What are we saying? Γιατί? Hanabi, Nathan, Brody, I'm rubbing my eyes to make sure I can see that.
Και εμένα κάηκαν τα μάτια μου. Τι αυτό.
It is a Hanabi chat.
Hanabi Beleric in the same game. What is this?
I like the Hanabi here though. You have so much protection with the RWM, with the rapid. Yeah, the crowd control is insane for the Hanabi just to sit back and just dish out the damage that they need to.
I was hoping half-heartedly for a little show on
Hanabi.
You can counter the Brody, you can counter most of the marksmen. The Beleric here is going to be a pretty odd thing. It's good against the Suyu because you can dash in. Same with the Phobius. If you dash, you're going to be land stack with the Rat of the Dryad and as well with the Taunt. But I don't know, I think Godfather takes the draft. I like the Hanabi. It makes sense, but I think Brody just lanes better against her.
I don't know, Dakota. I don't know. This game looks like a 50-50. I know for a fact this is gonna go super late. 100%. This is gonna be a long game.
I don't know. I think I like the left side more, but the right side is more a little bit on my mental route with the Hanabi and the Beleric. That looks like a type of draft I'd do. But it's gonna be, I don't know, it's the last game is decided for who advanced the semi-final.
Yeah.
Right now, the second game of the day, Rogue Godfather vs. Sarah.
Το καλό είναι
το
ότι με το που τελειώσει τελείως το SNL.
Well, Goalian
θα ξεκινήσει το MGC.
You know for a fact They are gonna play for the late game with the Hanabi on their side. You can see already Brody being super
θέλεις
annoying. Who's gonna
Ρουμανία?
get the better of the trades? Hanabi doing a lot of
Ρε,
damage, but at the same time taking a
Πορτογαλία
lot in
θέλουμε να
return
κερδίσει.
to still has that Aegis.
Όχι η Ρουμανία.
The wave was getting a little bit frozen. She didn't get a gold.
Θέλουμε να βγει η
And I did
Ρουμανία.
not get the gold from the minion creep.
No, it's not looking good. I mean, it's a late game marksman, but you don't want to put yourself behind anymore. Really well played from Tim. Knowing how to play this laning phase really well against Hanabi, and you can see already the pressure is piling down.
I know what's coming down. The caster predictions, we're gonna see
failed
only
draft.
Warren, the traitor,
Κοίτα,
going there with a thing for Seraph, but it's also powered by Russo, so who knows, maybe the magic stones are gonna boost us up as Fushi is trying to boost out.
μου αρέσει περισσότερο τον draft, η αλήθεια είναι το
Doing a
Ρουμάνο,
lot of
στην
damage with the
προκειμένη
lantern
περίπτωση.
flare, picking it up, putting it down. Rui still able to survive thanks to the extra shield that you get. MDJ looking for a pick off.
Αλλά...
How? And maybe we'll try to take Bio down. They could turn up the level advantage.
I thought we were going to see Kanata say.
Γιατί ρωτάς, γιατί
Yeah,
να
he got knocked out
βγει
yet again.
τέτοια.
So if,
Γιατί
back
θέλω
to
να
the second
κερδίσει
game,
η
man, first
Πορτογαλία ή γι'
game.
αυτό.
Team?
Well,
Ρε.
at
No
this
damage.
point,
Oh, leave you!
ooh,
Τις θια...
a lot of damage
Ryuga?
being disturbed. Rui already taking so much more. Ryuga.
It's an even Stevens game. Whoever falls first is gonna have the advantage.
Γιατί...
But the disadvantage. As NPJ is gonna try to go for the retribution. Is he gonna get it?
Oh no, a lot of damage being dished down as well. You can see Retribution in the hands of Ryuga, able to get that turtleneck. Shifting Skies coming through as well. First blood in the hands of Suspect, and they go in. Shifting Skies doing a lot of damage. One, get that two. Oh no, but the Jushin is just too much to let through. Jushin is just too annoying.
Κοίτα, γιατί θα με χάλαγε να δω Ρουμανία-Ελλάδα. Δεν θα ήταν άσχημο.
Remember, that first blood was scored by Russo and Suspect has gotten it, but Rui is gonna take down the mountain man.
Ναι, το
As
κάναμε
on
το
the
απειλή.
goal lane, we're seeing
Πάμε
that
παρακάτω.
still Imp is gonna be the one deciding the fate of the lane and is gonna try to
Τίποτα.
lock in that blade of Heptasif. It's gonna be a hard game
Κεντρό
still,
report
200
μου
gold,
ξεπερνάει.
2 kills in favor of Seraph.
Όχι
Other than
report,
that,
πώς λέγονται ρε,
it's an even game, they got the first circle objective.
περιορισμοί.
There was not even an evade coming in from the Harley.
Αλλά σίγουρα. Ουκρανία. Κοίτα,
You know what I
ποτέ
want
δεν
to see?
ξέρεις.
The audience, it's a 50-50,
Τους νίκησαν οι
it's a
Extreme
coin
Slay.
flip, whoever lands on heads
Δεν μου λέει
wins it
κάτι.
out, but it's also powered by Russo. I mean, I think the people that chat know what's good, know what is cooking, and the Aegis comes through. So much HP, it's almost like a second half bar.
Ποτέ δεν
Really
ξέρεις.
nice Aegis making it through. Seraph finding a way to hold on, even though they got the lead. They're
Μακάρι να
holding
κερδίσουν.
on to
Εγώ
get
το
to that
εύχομαι
power
προσωπικά.
spike which they're looking for. But Zakota, correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't we seeing the Jushin kind of being nullified
Γιατί να
by
κάνει
this battle
περιορισμό.
rate? They're not
Ξέρω
able to
εγώ.
make their way through. They're not really
Και δεν έχω
going
κάνει
as
κάτι αυτή τη στιγμή,
aggressive as
τίποτα
we'd
εγώ.
like.
It is not a purifier zit and it's a flicker, so it doesn't have that too much. You cannot risk much. MDJ, hold on.
Oh, nice tech charge as well, along with the Rapid Drives. Make sure they're in place. Look at the RWM doing a lot
Φεύγει ο
of
Μπέλετ, την
damage.
έκανε
με
μετά,
λεφτά,
Back.
Δεν τον έπιασε.
They cannot catch Fushi down. The suspect is there. 4 members from Godfathers
νομίζω.
are in the
Όχι, όχι, δεν μου λέει για
range.
πνευματικά δικαιώματα.
On the bot side though, we're seeing the trading starting to happen yet again. That torn apart memory hurts. It hurts. Whenever I play versus Brody and I get hit with that, I'm getting to 1 HP instantly. But other than that, Hanabi seems to be doing pretty nice for herself. Imp is gonna clear that wave, going for a cut just to help his jungler, just in case. But what's the game plan for Seraph here? They are behind for half an item, maybe a quarter of an item. But on that Fushi is there, he's in the range.
Για τα δώρα μου το κάνει, αλλά
Rapid boost for him
γιατί.
just to heal up only a little bit.
Απειλή
And
not
so the blade of
approved.
Heptas is
Άρα,
to move
μισ.
faster. And the extra penetration will
Μάντεψε.
surely help them out. Nothing else is interesting in the builds. It's all the normal stuff.
I mean, nothing's interesting.
Έχω καιρό να
at this
ανοίξω
point
γενικότερα live.
because
Γι' αυτό μου
the
τα
only
πιάνει
thing that's
τώρα.
really
Άμα
interesting
ξεκινήσω
for
και
me,
ανοίγω μετά θα
even
σταματήσουν.
though Tim had like a whole lane advantage, he's only 700 up in gold. The Wrath of the Dryads already used Lantern Flare to put him up, put him down. RWM early on. Oh wait, Tech Charge used in Deadly Magic as well. The fight's so split and still a lot of resources baited out.
You know what's not baked on suspect?
Oh wait, there you go.
Oh,
That's
hold
the
on.
shield guys being used as well, catching 2 members.
Αχ, Θεέ μου,
Becoming the
κλαίω.
beacon. Suspect going in with the Infernal Pursuit, a lot of damage being dished out. I'm not sure if he'll be able to survive. He does!
For one!
She's taken out. And this is why the Jushin's always banned out.
2 for none! I thought that Suspect would fall there.
Ephemeral just needs to recall, man, at this point. I'm not sure what he was doing. Why did he recall?
Περαστικά.
He had
Μας
enough
που τις
time.
βλέπεις κιόλας. Δεν είχε
What a
φλικ.
beautiful flag Emerald has though. I love the flag. A Suspect falls down on the stairs. Can he sustain it all? Not enough. If he had one more Dark Force, he could have beat something there, but Rui might try to take down that meteorite. Hold on.
Ακόμα level 7 είναι.
It's a slow cooking egg, you know? Like, you're doing an over-easing, but you know what's not is the Mech Season 2 qualifier that should happen next week. And, I mean, I cannot wait to see who the other 3 qualifier teams will be, but Fushi cannot wait to use that right of the Dryad.
With the flicker as well, nice shifting
Συμφωνείς
stars
σε
coming
ποιο?
through. Leo able to make it out of harm's way, but look at that. They got the kill onto none.
Jara.
Crucial one. Even baited out the flicker from both of them.
Έλα φούσι.
It was a good trade-off. User for Belleric, he wastes the flicker of Liviu, so great retribution in Dazzler and J, not much happening. Only that it's a slow, you know, the slow part of the game. They're not trying to risk a ton, but they're trying to risk enough. Suspect might fall down.
No, MDJ.
Γιατί χώθηκε, δεν θα
Missing a lot of damage, gets a kill onto Suspect. The deadly magic from the Harley, man.
Yeah, it's difficult. Hard is just so much damage. You can pick off a ton of people, and as well you have Rui to give that Void Crystal and just that slowdown as well with RWM. It can be a ton, but still the advantage is going in for Rogue Godfather. So I have 2/3 for the one of Seraph, 2/3 for the one of Seraph yet again. It's a 1,400 gold difference between these two teams here. And can they defend this? Team has the blue buff, but whose blue is it?
Well, I don't know. I think it's going to be the purple of... Yeah, there you go. We get to see it now. Oh, wait. Wrath of Dryads come through as well. They use the RWM Dark Wave, catch 4.
Charge!
Going in. Nice with the tech charge. Catching 3, 4. Fushi goes down first. And now they're looking to fall apart. Nice Dark Wave. Ephemeral goes down as well. Tim gets all the kills. MDJ. It's a full 5-man wipe.
Yeah, they pushed one inhibitor. I think they could push till almost an inhibitor turret, wasting the holy shield in the process, but still one member is gonna be up alive, Rui and Fushi, and as well soon joined by the Hanabi and the Sora will be up, but still the holy shield is gonna get popped in 8 minutes in.
One after another.
Πραγματικά σαν λόξιγκας
They
ήταν.
melt them down, and now they're taking every single objective that there is for them. To all tier 2s. Rather, the only tier 2 left is on the top side. They have the long lane. Pushing in 15 seconds for the Lord. I think Rule Godfathers definitely have the advantage in this game. Less than 9 minutes in.
Yeah, it's less than 9 minutes in. They have so much advantage. They have 5 turrets to 1. The Lord is up. They know they could take the fight. They have every single spell, every single skill compared to Hanabi not having the Aegis. He's gonna get back by the time the Lord fight starts, but the dance is dancing on. Hanabi is not there. Can they contest it, Kronos? I don't think.
I mean, I don't think they really need to contest. They have good high ground when it comes to base defenses, so
Μόνο τα πόδια της
I think just let it be. Don't let them come through. But look at the Hanabi's items, man. That's where I'm kind of a little disappointed. I was expecting to see at least a golden staff, at least the Trinity being fully there. But having to go for a chop suey build to get that rose gold meter just to survive, the damage is lacking, and they need to funnel all the gold into this Hanabi right now.
Ναι.
They do need a Demon Hunter Sword, I think, before the golden staff. But other than that, they're gonna pick up the Divine Glaive just to do a little bit damage to Suspect to try to burst him
Κοίτα να
down.
δεις τώρα τι
That
καμπάτ θα
magical
γίνει.
power and that defense scaling is gonna be increasingly stronger because of MDJ and Rui. No
Θα
hold
γίνει
is gonna
καμπάκα
hold
από
to
τους
the
μπλε.
mid,
Του
only on the both
κόκκινου.
side there is, but the Lord will
Πάμε μόλι
start
Πορτογαλία.
a charge in a few seconds. Boom, locks in the base. But it's on the inhibitor turret.
Really well played as well from the holy defense, right? By Godfathers, they push the one minion in, proc that, so you get maximum value from the Lord. Look at the tower; it's barely hanging. But one positive is that I'd rather lose my inhibitor than the middle inhibitor than the sides. Although they're gonna go gung ho soon.
I think
Oh, wait. The Dryads along with the RWM drop down as well in the back line. They go with the shifting skies, a wombo combo, looking to get some kills, but not finding any. Bayu has to go back, but he gets one kill. All that just to take down just one. Oh wait, MDJ looking to get Ryu. He's able to get the better of him.
Nope.
Did Sim fall as well? Where is Sim? He's in a different round. I think he has fallen down as well. But he just fell down so fast.
Το σκορ είναι μόνο 19.
He died inside. Look, he's resting there.
Oh no. Tim went down early
Ρίξτε
too.
λίγο items.
Yeah, it was the first blood of the fight.
But wait, I can see him in the map, the corner of the map. Okay, now he's moving. I thought he wasn't moving for a while.
Το Harley παίζει πολύ γαμισέτα.
It was all thanks to that massive play. Fushi goes in, Flicker, Rapid
XP.
Drives, RWM drop
Πού είσαι ρε XP.
everyone gets pulled in. Then you have the Higanbana alongside that shifting. The shifting
Στη
sky.
δουλειά.
Yeah, the shifting sky really made a play, getting two members marked down. But still, Rogue Godfathers have the advantage in the team fight. No Flicker for Belleric. Tech Charge is available, Flicker is available, and as well, Clock of Destiny for none. Making him that little bit tankier. But other than that, I mean, let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna start. The Lord is gonna start soon. 20 seconds to the next objective. And it's rough. It's really rough here. They need to make a perfect fight for Romanian Godfathers to win. Same with Seraph. They need to win the fight started by Rogue Godfather because I think the blue side will initiate first.
They need to find
Θα γίνει το comeback από τους Πορτογάλους, θα το δείτε.
But yes, Godfathers have all the tools for the initiation with that Grok. All the Fushi has been taking a lead in that, and that's why you can tell Seraph have been winning out these fights. But the Sanabi
Είπε ο Harley όμως ρε μαλάκα. Κοίτα που είναι ο Harley, τώρα θα μπεις καθαρίζει μήνυμα πάνω, αλλά εδώ πέρα.
But the extra bit of shields, the sustain is just too much.
She has the Trinity available, she has the Aegis as well. Oh my god, the damage!
Easy Lord,
actually. Oh wait, they get themselves the Lord, and now you can see
the Dryad.
Wrath of Dryads with that shifting skies coming through at the same time. RWM, suspect first one to fall. But the Crimson Beacon, too much for them to deal with.
Indeed, it is only one member fell from Rogue Godfathers. Can they defend it? They can push Team out!
Oh, nice defense, but still not able to defend the tier 1 in the mid lane. MDJ takes a lot. That was half HP. One shot, bro. One shot.
One poker trick is there as well. I'm almost taking him down. Just one skill from Hard, I think, can take him down, but he's gonna try to lock in that Sea Halberd, slow down the HP from Belleric, and as well the shield gain of Hanabi. It's too much. It's a second Hellbar.
I mean, I want to see Ephemeral get that Malefic gun, and that's when we'll see this game turn and complete. It'll just flip on its head at this point. That's what Ephemeral wants to see. Oh. Close.
Almost get taken down. Great defense coming in from Seraph. The Lord already marched down. It was defeated before he even saw the map. Oh my god,
oh wait, Wrath of the Dryads, RWM dropping down at the same time. You can see nice tech charge, catching two members. They push him back with the power of nature. Timp is going to be taken down, and yes, he does. Good defense from Seraph.
What inhibitor falls? Meanwhile, the fight was happening, but Fush is making so many great plays. Those flickers and Wrath of the Dryads are coming in clutch every single time. And Ryuga might get picked up here. No, he gets away with his dash, but I don't think he can defend it.
Η Ζούξη είναι ζωντανή.
Yeah, the high ground from Seraph right now is really good. They have great siege potential, they have great defense capabilities, but they don't have two inhibitors. They need to play the map a little better. And we know Seraph can play the map so much, or rather, Godfathers can play the map really well.
Εγώ θέλω να κερδίσει Πορτογαλία.
I mean, same can be said for the Harley. He's so... He's like a little rat. He can go in every crevice and try to get a pick up, because even if you force out an ultimate or a flicker, it's gonna be worth enough. He just needs to wait for an Nabi to get that power spike, as I said, the Malefic Gun or the Malefic Roar. Better yet, because just to deal that extra bit of damage to Legion Suspect, he could burst him down instantly. The extra range is great, yes, but sometimes I prefer that extra damage. Bayu?
Oh,
None goes in.
None. After going in with the Crimson Beacon, I'm not sure if that was a wise idea. It's gonna go down to the deadly match. Nice use of the shifting strike as well. Are into the RWM with the rapid drives used up. But there it is, the tech charge, but only left standing is for Yuga, and I don't think it's gonna be enough. He's gonna go down soon. Seraph get a wipe, and they might as just walk in into the base crystal, but no minions present. Sakura, no minions.
Nothing. I don't think they can even defend it, even if there are minions. No one from Godfathers was there. The Lord's up in 2 seconds, and I think it's gonna be a game end. Hanabi is trying to hit the base. I think Scarediot is having a pretty dandy time, seeing for the first time Hanabi winning in a search competition.
Yeah, well, there you have it, folks. Seraph, we're gonna go lock down the base crystal. Seems like Warren was right the entire time. The Dark System reigns supreme against Rogue Godfather.
Indeed, it does. They're gonna seal the deal with a 2-1 scoreline.
Δεν μπορώ, δεν μπορώ.
Godfathers and knocking them out of the
Πάμε μωρέ Λαδάρα τώρα να καβλώσουμε. Εγώ το έχω πει. Για να κερδίσεις το Dark System πρέπει να γίνεις το Dark System. Εγώ αυτό ξέρω.
Biding their time, waiting for the right opportunity, but also I can say that the Jushin, the Grok.
Μαλακά, τι, ναι, μόνο από τώρα. Λες και δεν παίζουν ήδη.
Yeah, a little bit more aggression from the side of Godfather. Other than that, they play the game as passive as possible. It's like game 1 was so aggressive from team, but they noticed him in game 2 and game 3. They didn't let him do anything. The time passes and
Σπαμάρετε full likes και κοινοποιήσεις. Παντού. Παίζει η Ελλάδα.
Other than that, let's see the MVP is gonna be a Rui. It's like 6-1-8 MVP, almost full build on the Eve as well. Just missing that Holy Crystal or maybe even that Ice Queen 1. But a quick look at the achievements. Highest gold per minute is gonna be MDJ. The carry is gonna be a Rui, 61,000 damage. Suspect yet again with the most damage taken, and Fushi with the most assists, playing like the GOAT himself on Rome.
Yep, and this was a really well played by Fushi all 3 games, but unfortunate they didn't end up on the winning side. Or rather, did end up on the winning side and getting that reverse sweep. I almost thought he was in Godfather for a second. But yes, Portugal coming out victorious. 18-12 was the game, 16-minute game this time. You could see the highest damage coming in from that, from the Eve. And that combo, right? It's such a great combo, the Belric and the Eve. And I'll add that to the Sora. Guys, these are...
Λογικά θα μας πετάξουν τώρα σε κανένα δεκάλεπτο διάλειμμα.
And hey, these are some heroes that we can definitely... good combos that we can definitely see into ranked games.
Indeed we can, Kronos, but that was an amazing series. But that's not the last. The night is still young.
Πάμε μωρέ Ελλάδα να φάτε την... Και λέει κερδίζουν 2-0 ρε μαλακά. Έτσι πρέπει να παίξουν σήμερα. Έτσι θα παίξουν. Θέλω να πιστεύω, όχι έτσι θα. Θέλω να πιστεύω. Μην τους πάρω στο λαιμό μου. Βέβαια, αν και η πρώτη πρόβλεψη βγήκε. Η αλήθεια είναι.
Yeah, I think it just...
Ιταλία, Πορτογαλία έχουν περάσει. Ιταλία, Πορτογαλία.
You're really shooting yourself in the foot. You pick what an SS, S tier
Ρουμανία,
hero
Γαλλία
that's
έξω.
always banned in the tournament. But then also, that's a sort of a strategy, right, Dakota? Like, you don't get to play Jushin anywhere, neither in the scrims, neither in tournaments, neither in the ranked games. So it's so difficult to try and execute that when there's not a lot of practice with that particular hero.
But you know
Ναι, καλά παίξανε, προφανώς και παίξανε καλά. Σου είπα, θα γίνει το comeback όμως, θα το ξέρεις.
We thank you guys for watching us to cast, but there's gonna be 2 amazing casters coming up on the stage. I was Dakota, joined here today by Kronos. We're gonna go on a break. See ya guys, good night.
Τώρα το επόμενο είναι, ναι. Πάνε σε ένα break. 5 λεπτό break. Και τώρα παίζουνε. Σκεφτώ το τι λέει. Αν σκεφτείς ότι είναι μαϊμού στο rank. Εντάξει. πρώτες χώρες ποιες είναι? Ιταλία... Ιταλία-Γαλλία. Κοίτα, η αλήθεια είναι το ότι άμα πηγαίνανε με... Αν κατεβαίνανε... Ποιοι να κατεβαίνανε... Διάσπαρτη ομάδα ήτανε, θα μπορούσαν να βάζανε ολόκληρο squad. Τώρα τι να σου πω. Δεν ξέρω. Αυτός μαζί με αυτό. Κάντε μου μια πρόβλεψη για το πρώτο game που θα παίξουν τώρα, τα σκορ. Πόσα kill μία, πόσα kill η άλλη ομάδα. Τι πιστεύετε, όχι ποιος θα κερδίσει, τα σκορ. Κάτι έριξα ρε μαλάκα. 25-10 Ουκρανία. Όχι ρε. Συμφωνώ ότι θα είναι δύσκολο. Το ότι θα είναι δύσκολο, η αλήθεια είναι και εγώ το πιστεύω. Ή θα πάνε τάπα στα kill ή οριακά το 10. Οριακά 10 οι δικοί μας ή οι Ουκρανοί. Under 30 kills. Μ' αρέσει. Να δούμε, κάτσε. Θα δείξει. Δείξε ρε παιδιά. Ωραία ήτανε. Γαμώ. Sorry. Αχ, πρέπει να βγάλω το πνευμόνι μου. Μισό. Jump. Κάβλες.
The armies are alive, ready and standing strong, ladies and
Και θα έχουμε
gentlemen.
μαλάκα και ωραίους κάστερ. Άντε, γεια.
But you've got the unrelentless Ukrainians standing up in front of them. You are watching the Surge Nations League, and this time it's going to be me, Scared Yet, and alongside me,
Scared Yet και
from his long
Warnings.
slumber, Warren. How are you feeling, my boy?
I feel refreshed, that's the first one. I really
Είναι
I got
δυνατά.
some sickness for a
Είναι
bit, so
δυνατά
yeah, I had
το
to
game.
take some
Το
time
ήχος
off.
και το δίκαιο.
But I was watching, and I'm sad for myself that I missed some of it, some of the action. I couldn't have part in that. But luckily, I'm here today, and what can I tell you about the first two BO3s? Man, I know we are not supposed to talk about them because, well, the schedule has moved already, but oh man, they were crazy. And I'm happy that it came to fruition, that my prophecy was the right one, the only prophet who was right. Well, if you look at the playoffs bracket, Garrett, what can you tell me about it?
I mean, that's one of the big things, right? POC hopping all the way up. Most of the people did not really expect that to happen, as you rightfully said. Havoc Makers, man, just playing so very good. Getting that 2-0, I was not really expecting. But then Seraph and RU got
Natos.
I'd have to say, one of the most fun comebacks that we have seen from Seraph. While a lot of people thought that they might not make it
Nikolaras.
all the way through. Well, Warren, I believe you were the one who was eventually that believer here. But now as we have a look at the rest of the two games as well, ladies and gentlemen, both of them will be those best of three. MGE-Esports taking on Boars Gaming. Rising Phoenix will eventually then face Fun Kai. It's gonna be fun, but Warren, what are your thoughts about it?
It's really interesting to have this matchup because up until now, I believe, and I might be wrong because I don't have 100% information, I think I have most of it. Boars Gaming and Oportum are the rare case where the national team has been already together for some time, so they can utilize that power. And well, if we are talking power, let's talk Boars Gaming roster. Go for it, Garrett.
Πάμε
You
ρε,
can
το έχουμε ρε.
Just look at the picture, you can realize that these people, you've probably seen them, and not just somewhere, but at a lot of places. Considering they always show up in those grand finals. Pelmetronio, 8.2, Papa Rusic, Rise, and then we've also got man,
You going?
God
Να
believer.
τους λέω κι εγώ που
We're not
πήγαινε.
gonna miss him that way, right? And here's the fun thing. That roster has stuck together for over 6-7 months now. They've been playing together and they've been constantly
Τι
getting
παιδιά
better.
είστε
But if
εσείς
they're
ρε
on the
μαλάκα,
road
τι
of
παιδιά
talking about
είστε
sticking
εσείς ρε
together, I
μαλάκα.
believe MGE-Esports, yeah, all of these five
Όλη
people on the
Ολλανδία τώρα,
screen,
μαλάκα.
they have been playing together with each other for a very long time.
They were playing together for a very long time, but similar thing could be said about Boars Gaming. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. My sound got cut off. That's a problem on my side. I accidentally cut off my cable from the headphone. So yeah, that's fault on my side. I'm very sorry, but I'm happy you carried it over. And Scared, I believe I would agree with everything you said. I just know that, my guy. Well, the thing is, we will be hopping into the draft soon enough, and there are two things. On one side, there is, on both sides there is experience. Both of these squads have been playing together for a long period of time. I think Oportum Esports even played together for a longer period of time. But the problem for Oportum could come in a sense that Boars Gaming have been tested against a very, very tough opponents. And I'm not sure if the same test, if the same trial by fire came for Oportum. Because I'm not saying they were not tested, but they were not definitely tested as hard and as harsh. So, yeah, if you temper iron, you will eventually get steel, and this steel boar is charging on you. And the question is, will Oportum be the agile man in the Colosseum? Will they kind of, force the boar to hop through the O in their logo and kind of play around with it? Or will the boar just charge straight at them and eat them alive?
Is the thing, in order to cut through that steel, you need to have the blade of diamond, and guess what? They already had one of the best military tactics shown up from the nation where Oportum are now representing, right? The Phalanx formation, which has never really lost any battle out, even in the past. They're ready to bring that one forward into the land of Dawn today. So yeah, I would agree that Boars Gaming are the ones who are more tested, but then MGE-Esports, as we've been talking about the fact that they have a lot of experience playing together, this team really knows the strength of each other. And playing together on the map of Broken Walls, you can bring out the best of your
Εντάξει, άμα από την άλλη δεν με πιάζει. Δεν κλείνω καμιά κάμερα, πάμε να καμπηθεί.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Ukraine taking on Greece, where Boars Gaming will start onto that blue side.
Πάμε μωρέ Λαδάρα.
Oh, they immediately pop things off with the Eve ban. I also have a little bit of an inside bias because Devil Dad's been on my TikTok and I've been watching his highlights like for the past month. So I basically saw their whole journey up to this point through the highlights, through the posts. So yeah, I am a little bit personally biased for them. You will eventually see that in the predictions. I went crazy. I might say even more crazy than in the last series, where I actually ended up being right. So who knows? Who knows? Juxin being a good ban. Definitely we saw it last game. Actually, it didn't win the game, but it was such a headache. It was horrible. You don't want to play against Juxin. For how long was she strong scared? Isn't she strong for like basically since release?
She has been. You haven't really seen a lot of action from the Jushin. If anything, she's been sitting in that red side of the ban and not moving an inch.
Μαλάκα
I
πραγματικά.
feel that
Τα τρία
there's
basic
going to be a
pick του.
nasty
Φύγανε.
nerve to actually take her out, and it's going to be so bad that no one would eventually want to pick up the Jushin.
Όχι ρε, το έχει ρε.
That's going to be another part.
Το έχει, το έχει, το έχει, το έχει.
But on the other side, we've got all four of the mages banned out, some because of the versatility, some because of a lot of book, and then we've got a Freya from Boris Gaming. Interesting to see, Boran, that El Metronio doesn't really want to play. Freya, that's the first.
They might have some inside information that we don't really have. Maybe there is someone who really likes to play Freya on the side of OP.
Αν θα δούμε
Who
κανένα
knows?
φάρσα, κοίτα.
But what it kind of tells me, if I might be reading maybe a little bit too much into it, but I will try to say it anyway, because it might be true.
Μπορεί.
What I am getting told by
Δεν
them is
ξέρω.
that they want to play
Δεν
a
θέλω
little
να
bit
τον
of
δω
a
με Λίλια
squishier
σίγουρα.
comp, because Freya excels into that. She loves to jump on 3 squishy heroes and just smack them around, lifesteal her away, and kite around and kill them all, clean them up. If the team comp is kinda tanky, Freya is not the best choice, so that's what I'm low-key expecting from Boris. And Marcel is exactly right up this alley. He is... Yes, he's a roamer, so he does those defense items, but he doesn't have any tankiness in his kit. He doesn't have the highest HP bar. Yeah, he gets the shields, but he doesn't really have craziest defenses. We could see that in the last game where he got absolutely obliterated by Harley, even though he had like 3 defense
Δεν θα ήθελα να δω τον David.
And
Τώρα
that just shows what I
μπορεί και να
mentioned
το
before.
πάρει βέβαια η αλήθεια.
Now we have Corrido, who is very different kind of beast. She shreds tanks.
Θα πάει κανένα λίγο.
Here's one big thing, right? Yes, she shreds tanks, and she's been one of those prioritized gold laners right now.
Φάρσα,
And
πάμε
then
μωρή
paired it up
φαρσάρα.
with the Farsa, so you have that long range artillery, and then if there's anyone who wants to try and get close, you've got carry bursting them down as well. While Farsa at the same time is also providing her that protective area of control. I absolutely like the idea from OP. I just really hope that they're not really going a bit too
Στο
greedy considering Marcel and Harley.
1-21,
Both of them were
22 κάπου
lost and
εκεί.
Boars Gaming have picked them up. Okay. Granger locked in a bit too early here. Boars Gaming.
Κάτζα.
I mean, you can already know.
Let's have a kind of
You need the range. You need to out-range Curie. You need to match the range of Farsa. But I agree with you. You could still end up being matched against 3 tanks. It's a Kaja. Could be a little bit beefier guy in the jungle. Could be a beefy guy in the XP. So those shots will not get through. So I see your point.
It's gonna be a Fredrin, probably, or he should be banned out by Boars Gaming right now, considering they've already locked up Harley for their jungle. First one is Baxia as well. Understandable, good ban. You'd rather want to take both of them away and maybe force Optitum onto something like the Guinevere or Akai. Because you need that beefy front line. You need someone to face tank. You're also going Kaja into that strong position. So unless you want to go a bit more Malaysian, where you pick up the high loss and put him back into the EXP, which used to happen a long time back, I don't see any other way for them to have that front line.
I just wanted to mention Fabos. Here he is gone. So that leaves still Fredrin open up for the taking, and I think you could go for... No, actually you go for the XP, because you steal it away from your opponents, and now they have to be questioning which jungler will you go in the end, and they cannot really take him away. So, smart usage from OP through the draft. One thing I'm worried about though is that they have so much magical damage. If you look at their wall comp, yes, they have Kari who packs a big punch, but she's more true damage based than physical damage based. So if you look at their comp, you just stack on HP and magical defense. you don't really even go armor. Probably like Chestis, because it has a good passive, but other than that, you don't really go armor.
So the Radiant is definitely going to be the first item, but you eventually need the Chastise as well as the Dominance Ice. Can't really go without that. So that's one thing. And also Fred, if Opportum lock it, then it's going to bring back that double physical, double magic kind of combination. So it's going to add a little bit more layering onto that defense. Now with the Selena and the Alice locked in, it's a straightforward pick off for Bourse Gaming, and Opportum have got the exact same idea. If Rise goes in a bit too close, he's instantly going to be Divine Judgmented into the Feather Airstrike or maybe the Speedy Light Wheels. And if in case Rise gets a nice stun, you've also got God Believer on the Selena with the Abyssal Arrow. It's going to be an instant collapse by 812 and Pelmetronia onto that target. So they both got same idea unless OP bring out something else. And it's a whenever. Alright, understandable. Same thing that we discussed.
We saw Guinevere being a match for Harley, because she's kind of mobile. She not matches his movement, but she is comparable. She isn't really as mobile, but she's comparable. Though there's still this big problem. You don't really have physical damage, so your opponents are just gonna stack up those magical defenses. One thing that goes for you though is that your opponents, you have 3 squishy heroes against that magic damage. And magic damage, it's kind of good at bursting down the squishies. It's exactly what I said. You ban Freya, you want to go for the squishier comp. That's where we have it. That's the Harley jungle. That's the Marcel in the Rome.
Προφανώς που να έχετε έχω. Αυτό ώρα μιλάω και το μικρόφωνο είναι κλειστό. Πώς έκλεισε δεν ξέρω, μην με ρωτάτε.
Of course, for everyone else, this is the third. You'll be hopping onto the Land of Dawn soon enough, but before that, could you tell me something about the matchups? How do you think the teams will play?
I mean, this one is going to be a bit too tough, man. As just I said, it's going to be the same idea from both of these teams. Pick off, but when it goes down to the team fights, I think so the longer Opportum can prolong this game, the better it's going to become for them, while the worse it gets for Bourse Gaming, because they do not have a really good late game scaling.
Πάμε μωρή Λαδάρα.
Harley,
Πραγματικά καθόλου
apart from
φλίκε.
maybe just getting the
Και 8 φλίκες.
he's gonna fall off as well. You can't do anything against a Kaja or a Uranus, and even defensive anywhere. So that's the idea. End it down before 15 minutes. Bourse Gaming wins. Opportum, just extend it as long as possible.
Now going a little bit back in the past for the draft for a sec. Alice being picked into Uranus is such a spicy counter. Not really a counter, but a very good matchup in the lane, because you don't have that mana resource, whereas she does. He does. There's the fight. Oh, no, not really. There are the talent predictions powered by Runestone. I'm the only madman who believes that Apertum are gonna win.
Όχι, δεν είσαι ο μόνος madman, και εγώ είμαι αυτός.
You have that 2-0, and so far, I have to say, it looks like 2-0.
It's either you won or it's either Zakota's won, because everyone else shares the prediction with Kronos, and we know what happens when that goes down the train. So,
Βέβαια, αλήθεια
yeah,
είναι
should have
τα
just seen
prediction
it
του
beforehand.
χρόνου είναι...
Unfortunately, I missed out. Oh, but God willing, did not miss out on that stun right now. It's fine. Very okay.
Josh?
Did Devil Dad use up the flicker right now just to run away from that?
No, he hasn't.
He flew away. It's fine. Out here right now, go ahead. Again, God Believer is going to be such a big nuisance for Opportum Esports. And as you rightfully mentioned, yes, Bourse Gaming are squishy, but so are Opportum. Apart from Uranus, you don't really have a lot of tankiness in the early game.
Oh, Josh, you could be in big trouble, and there's the first blood. Shadow Rider will try to trade back. First blood powered by Runestone, though, goes to Bourse Gaming. Opportum will only have traded. They took the jungler, though. They might be looking for the turtle. They will try to continue the fight. They are here, 3 versus 3. There's a consecration. Oh, Bulber! With the backline engage. Shadow Rider needs to run, and there's Mika who's been left alone. Perestroid, no, it doesn't get it.
Μπράβο ρε Νικολή.
God Believer dies for his actions, and there is Rise, who dies as well. And it's just Bulber alone in the midst of the enemy team. Leave me. Oh, he is a little sneaker rascal, and he got the pick off. Because Kaja
Πω, θα
did
του
not
γαμίσει
see
λίγο
the
τη
little
φάτσα τώρα,
Harley
Harley.
hiding in the
Θα
bushes.
την πάει λίγο
Because the
τρένο.
perfect timing, man, and also the divine judgment was used upon Mikazuya, just or
Ναι.
rather Bobber Rusek,
Η αλήθεια είναι,
just
ναι.
to push him away from Shadow Rider. So it was like, pick your poison. Who do you
Μαλάκα,
want to
μην κάνεις
save right
παίξεις σε
now?
πόσα
Is it going to be
τουρνουά,
your
ρε.
jungler
Σε
or
πόσα
is it
ευρωπαϊκά
going to
τουρνουά.
be the Farsa? Eventually,
Το
or the
ξέρει
jungler is
το
not really,
experience.
but nice trades going in from MGE-Esports, right? It clearly shows up that these people have been playing for a very long time together. They do know the strengths and the tendencies of what your teammate is trying to do right now,
And if
Man.
you want to be playing long time together with your friends, you should definitely join the Fit Club, because the more you sport, the longer you live. That's how they say it. And now there's the suppression. God Believer was definitely not sporting enough because he got pulled in like a bag of rice by Judge. But now he's on the run. Can he escape? I don't know if he has the cooldown because you open the damage. No, they cannot really. Like, I mean, they could have, but they could not have because the rest of the team was already on the move.
yeah, and also you're getting Garrod back twice there. Smart play from God Believer yet again. He's constantly finding these weird angles just so he does not get caught in Devil Dad's Feather Airstrike, while also having an angle to land that Abyssal Arrow on him. That was the only reason why one of his teammates survived previously. I absolutely love how they've been constantly running
There's
around.
the one Sean Mikazio trying to
This
use
is it.
concentration.
This
Flickers
is it.
out and is alive.
This is
There's
it.
Bober looking for that play. He cannot move
Μαλάκα,
further.
να
He just
τρελαθώ.
caught the front. No, it doesn't matter
μικρός
that he
όμως
caught only the front line
Shadow,
because he
ναι.
smacked them. There's so much damage in the CC and suppression goes through.
Βέβαια,
There's a
άμα
speed
τους
line
δουν
use,
τώρα.
but he gets blasted. Curry is gone, and it's just Judge running away. Flying away, but there is Devil Dad getting caught.
Wow.
Oh, the Abyssal Arrow popped, or was it the other one? I'm not quite sure, but the result is that Devil Dad is dead. Boars suddenly with a big gold injection in their veins.
And Rise hopping in as well at the very
Είπε
last
Devil
second
Dad is
just
a
to get that
dad.
extra bit of
Το
shield to
άκουσα.
8.2 so that he can survive. Massive play from Boars Gaming yet again, realizing who the right targets were. And to be honest, I think so they are now standing up to the prediction of the audience as well, which we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, powered by Runestone. It was Boars Gaming being heavily supported by you all. Or holy smokes, God Believer, he's being so nasty with that Selena. This is the second time a judge is being forced back to recall, and Rise is like, yeah, if you want to recall, just go all the way back to your tower. You're not going to stand in the jungle and do that. Oh!
There could be a one shot, doesn't matter. You are quite tanky, Alice, but not quite tanky enough. Oh, you are actually Boomer! Survives! He is alive with 5 HP left, probably. Mikazo is on the run. Can he get him? I'm not sure. He cannot. He needs to retrieve himself. Opertum, if not really a trade, but they are still fighting. They have the spirits. Judge trying to fish for something, doesn't really have the ult. Yeah, I think this will not really result in anything because ultimates have been burned and Boars should take the priority position in the river because they have 3 ults. Whereas Opertum burned theirs. Actually, speed lives are back on the menu. God Believer. God Believer. Oh, he's getting dough by Mikazuya. He doesn't mind. He burned his flicker. Can he get the kill though? No, there's the movement speed. She's quite quick. Bober. Mikazuya doesn't have the consecration, but Devil Dad will try to save him with the fair side, but he dies in his set, baby. Golden Hour catching him, but not keeping him alive for long, because there were the shots fired into the Golden Hour, and he got killed. Honestly, not really much different than what Marcel's in my games do when they are on my team.
I mean, I don't know, man. My team's Marcel eventually just frees me.
Στην
So that the
λίγο
enemy
θετική
can stack
ενέργεια,
all
ρε.
those bullets like Pelmet Studio did. That's a self-sabotage there, but it doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. This is not a rank game here. But I absolutely love the fact how, you know what? One thing that is 3 people on the side of Operatum had a big mark of Selena on top of them. And that
We
is
should talk 5 people.
Yeah.
We should talk 5 people because from April 10th, already 7 days, it's ongoing. We have the qualifiers that can attain you 1 golden ticket to the chocolate factory, but in this case it's an esport factory. You get a ticket into the EVC, and it looks like Bobo really wants it because he's putting in some practice. Great initiation from him. God
Έχουν
Believer
λοκάρει
now on the
πάνω
run,
στο
doesn't
Devil.
have the flicker. He will die. It's a mid lane for a mid lane. Quite alright for Opertum. If we consider that the fight continues and it's looking good. No, I am not sure if you should chase furthermore. There is Palma. Pelma got the tower, and I don't think you have any spells, but you will try to do so. There is the Pelma being caught off. Not really. He moves away. Yeah, you did not really get anything. The only saving grace is you have the late game.
But big catch yet again, man. And these divine judgments are basically being a big problem right now. But here's the thing. Judge is still going in for the dominant size right now after the Thunder.
Μαλάκα, πόσα arrow έχει πιάσει η Σελένα, έχει γαμηθεί.
So both 812 and God Believer are either gonna pick him off or at least gonna do so much damage to him that he's eventually forced to recall. I mean, that's what one of the best of Ukrainians have got to offer, man. And as you rightfully mentioned, there's going to be a big ticket all the way starting from April 10th to move towards the EWC. Finally, Europe getting its own big chance as well. And what are the best of their respective nations that Europe has to offer for that big stage? Absolutely loving that. 2,500 gold lead for Bose Gaming right now, by the way. And having a look at the items. Interesting that not a Hunter Strike, but rather Malefic Gun picked up first, or a Malefic Road for Pelmetronio. Normally you'd want that movement speed from the passive, so that's one thing. But
yeah, I think that he's kind of counting that Judge, Mikazu, and Shadow Red will all stack up on the armor, because of course the two tanks will stack up on the armor, but Shadow Raider has the brute force breastplate. That's a big core part of one of the meta builds for Guinevere, so I think that's kind of the idea.
it's not a solid physical defense, right? So I don't think so. It would have been. Oh, hold on.
Oh, there is a play, there is a big suppression. God Believer dies under the tower, and this could be a big moment for Petro as they chase the boards away with the Ferrer strike that falls on their heads. Rise. Leave Me is still there lurking in the bushes trying to fish for something. But can he though? Yes, he can. He got Shadow Raider, but Shadow Raider is doing some damage back. There's the one.
Του γάμισε!
Rise fighting against
Του γάμισε! Πάρτε και ένα lot more κάβλες τώρα.
I'm not sure. Bober cannot sustain. He got bursted because there was still Curry. Doesn't matter. She doesn't have a speedy light wheels. She has the normal light wheels. And Pelmetronio, he was nowhere to be seen.
I mean, after the Trinity being made, yeah, you don't really need full speedy light wheels, Pelma.
Oh, he got the snipe! It doesn't matter that he won the fight, because there is Pelma ready to clean you up. Can he get this one? Oh, he can. He can. Nice play from Mikazuna though.
Yeah, nice sidesteps as well, just making sure that Pelmetronio doesn't really get a lot of shots on him, if anything, just one or two. But a big chunky wave, believe me, he's going to be so rich after this one.
Εντάξει, πολύ μικρή διαφορά. Τουλάχιστον έχουμε πάρει και δύο τέτοια.
And I play ranked. I could be
Ούτε ένα χιλιάρικο διαφορά δεν έχουμε.
Man, I'm happy.
Περίπου. Οριακά.
Yeah, I agree. The amount of tryhards that's been going on out here, though. But I'm going to look at the damage dealt out here. Again, 57,000. Highest for Bobber Rusik. And then it is God Believer followed up by Pelmetronia as well. So it's the same usual suspects you'd really want to see up on top. But on the other side, MGE-Esports don't really have a lot. It is Mika Zuya, who's constantly being a nuisance to Boris Gaming, which Bobber Rusik is being too opportune. But apart from that, now we are finally seeing those Divine Judgment combinations just to set Do Kwon up. God Believer? Should be fine, right? Yeah.
He should be fine, but in the meantime, the Lord has been already started up. Ellie's going for the backline, but she cannot do it alone. Bomber needs help, and he needs help fast.
Πάμε ρε κάβλες.
They are fast enough. The boards were not running quick. They got caught in the hunter's trap, and now Pertum got the Lord in their hands. And
πήραμε και ένα
what time
Lord.
it is here? It's late game time.
I mean, I was kind of wondering, it's 12 minutes, so no more holy shield, so hold on.
Γαμίστε τον.
There's the catch. Leave me.
Φιλάκια
He
του.
tries to run, but
Φιλάκια
no one
του.
reads his name. No one respects his boundaries. He just got
Ασάλιωτο. Με κάνετε και μιλάω έτσι τώρα γάμω τον αντιχριστό μου.
That is
Δεν πρέπει να
such
βρίζω.
a big play, man, from MGE-Esports. And as I said, if Kronos predicts it's a 2-0 for Bose Gaming, that ain't happening, that's for sure.
Well,
Τι σας κάνει ο Μίκα
I
ρε.
don't really want to take the win from your sales and mine sales as well, but there's still the fact that the draft that Boars have is kinda... I wouldn't really say disrespect. Oh, there's the catch, there's the big abyssal arrow for Devil Dad, who needed to flicker out. Oh, Mikazuo, he has the concentration. Should be alright. Get the tower in the bottom, get the tower in the mid, and you are rich. Finally, we know by their logo is gold. They are rich as hell.
I have to say, this has been one of the most brawly games that we have casted in a long time now, Warren. Yes, I know that this meta is all about brawl, but this is just the next level thing happening.
You're scared
right
yet?
now. As we have a look at the items, and no
Τώρα
block
μιλάει ο
is
scared yet.
completed for Devil Dad for now. He's still waiting on it. Radiant Armor is now being picked up by Judge, Kazuya, Shadow Rider just going in for that utility build. We'll prioritize the Winter Crown after this one.
And after that, I would really like Radiant Armor, because we were talking about how much magic damage there is. I would really like it for him.
Or maybe you'd want to go a little bit more damage, just to make sure that if you catch 812 Pelmetron or even God Believer, you just simply burst them down after pressing the Winter Crown. It's like literally a coin flip choice.
Or that. But at the same time, I feel like if you protect Curry and she doesn't get bursted, I don't think you need more damage.
Δεν χρειάζεται να τους πω τίποτα.
That is true.
Δεν χρειάζεται να τους πω απολύτως τίποτα.
As much as I want to agree with that, I know for a fact that having a Selena and a Marcel as well as a
Του έχει πάει
Harley,
και μία του Harley.
it means
Εγώ
that
αυτό
you can
βλέπω.
get picked off at any particular moment without the investment of a lot of resources, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? You can win big as well without investing a lot of resources by just simply following Surge Europe on all of their social platforms. We'll be joining the Discord. Hop in onto the Instagram as well, because we've got a ton of giveaways for all of you guys. Make sure you check that out as well.
Άρα τώρα αυτά τη μέση δεν βλέπουμε,
It
ρε.
was beautiful. Almost as beautiful as that last teamfight from Vertum, but let's see, they are already starting up the Lord. There's Rise flying in, 25,000 half HP on the Lord. Bomber Rage getting bursted, there's the suppression. God believe it, gets deleted, it's a killing spree. Palmatonio is the last man standing, who has the damage.
Όχι, όχι, Devil φύγε, Devil φύγε.
Palmatonio against the wall.
Όχι από εκεί.
And there is Palma against Mikazu and Judge. Can he do it? There's leaving though. Don't forget him, because he is still there. Judge running for his life. Mikazuya, it's Levi who turns the tide of battle together with Pelmetronio. Oh my boar! That was great. And Mikazuya not respecting the little guy. He should be
Man. He literally stood up there like a
Παίζει να φτιάχνει highlight μόνο με μένα τώρα το TikTok, να ξέρετε, με τις αντιδράσεις
throw
μου.
out that deadly magic and the poker trick? Sure, just throw it all down. I've been in this town before you had your little cards up your trick. Little card tricks up your sleeve, is what I wanted to say. This dude is just so beefy right now, and thanks to that Radiant Armor, now 812 is not really dealing as much damage as it normally should. If anything, you really need Pelmetronio to be there as well. I believe the only thing I was kind of missing was the anti-cuirass from Operative, which has been one of the big reasons why Pelmetronio is free hitting everyone with the Rhapsodies, with the Death Sonata, and is also hurting them side by side. So maybe once that item is complete, Operative will have a lot more control in this game right now. As they still start the Lord Dance.
Vertum are starting it up. Abyssal arrows being thrown left and right. They leave their Lord for now because they are going for the purple. I'm not sure if Shadow Rider has his last item. I didn't catch it. Do you know? Is it that damage? Is it the defense? Well, let's leave that talk later, because I think now there should be a fight time. Judge has immortality, but he should not really die and burn it like that. Did they see Harley? I'm not sure. There's the Abyssal Arrow, Shadow Rider is there, because you are trying to buy some time. Judge is there, frozen moment though, stops him in his tracks. There's Devil Dead dancing around. Can he get caught? I'm not sure. No, Golden Hour keeps the Lord alive, 14,000 HP. Will it get cancelled? Immortality, get him popped on Judge. Not really, he's still alive, 12,000 HP. Who's gonna get the red trick? There's the jump in from Winter Crown being popped. There's Bober in the backline, but Carry is still alive, and so is the hope, and so is the damage for the right team, for the red team of Bertum. Immortality is still there, available for Dual Murma. Dual Quad is still there. Double kill for him. Judge has to run, and I think he gets It's again 3 for 3, but this time it's Leave Me and God Believer who survive.
Yeah, I don't really think so. You should stand out in front like that, Devil Dad. I know you got the stun, but this hasn't really been the best game for his Fasa. And I wouldn't really blame him just because of how many people there are on the other side to just disrupt him from the feathered airstrike. And he's realized that, and which is one of the big reasons why Optum is just using that Farsa as a bait now. Instantly drop down a couple of feathered airstrike bombs, and then you simply move back and be the bait just so.
Holy me.
The Prom can eventually do things like that. Holy
Αχ, και
smokes,
να
that
το
is
είχε
just...
πιάσει κατευθείαν με το flicker.
That could have been nasty here. That could have been humongously bad, but the immortality is still there, still available. It's such a big thing if the immortality is still there, because then Harley cannot really hop in and change the tide of battle. Yes, he can get the catch, but then Duke won't still jump away, flicker away. There is still counterplay to that. So this immortality being available is such a big reason why Boars cannot really go in and roll over.
Θες να τον συναντήσεις?
Absolutely like that micro read as well.
Oh, Judge! He got judged! 18,000 magical damage! I think he doesn't have the radiant armor, does he?
He has it, but again, it's just not enough for him. And they're still pushing out forward. The Lord was taken care of, but no chip damage onto those inhibitors as of now. Shadow needs
με έχετε αγχώσει ρε μαλάκα, καρδιακό θα με
one facial
κάνετε.
migration.
Καρδιακό θα με
Gaming
κάνετε
will
ρε
just
μαλάκα.
delete him in a second.
Because we are trying to tank it all up. Holy shields are not here. Shadow Rider is getting chased. God Believer maybe too deep. Not really. It's all according to plan. And there's Duke Wong getting bursted. But he lives. He didn't get bursted enough because you have Doe getting popped in his immortality. And he gets a shot! Valmatronio! With that slippery, sneaky, nasty last hit. There's the Roamer, there's the Expeliner being gone, and can you play it anymore? I'm not sure. Duke Wan got bursted, immortality is gone. He needs to run. Speed Light is just used for the movement. Speed Devil Dan, he's still there. He has the immortality. He is the reason why they still have some damage. There's back Duke Wan, who swapped his item. It's a vintage round for now, which is arguably a little bit worse than the immortality. 20 seconds for the next possible fight. Scared, walk me through this.
I mean, that was one of the big mistakes now that was popped up from Shadow Rider. He got baited out into that jump and was just standing between 4 to 5 people. He pressed them into ground, but there was just not enough time for his team to hop back up. One of the big reasons, God Believer constantly poking down Judge. Judge hasn't really had that much mobility around the map, or if anything, bare minimum map control, just because he's constantly being poked down and getting caught into those abyssal traps and those abyssal arrows. And the second one of the most important thing is the fact that they've not really made any kind of anti-cuirass right now. They've fully completed the build without any of that. Heck, Judge doesn't even have full boots, man. Just running around with half a pair of it. Probably don't really have the original Nike or maybe something else out. But on the other side of the spectrum, Petronio getting that 48 stacks as well, so this gives him a lot more.
Holy me, he's going for the nasty one shot. He didn't quite catch Devil Dad, but that could have been. Oh no, he got it! He got him! That's Forza being gone! He cannot survive, he cannot live, he will run away, but it's not enough. There is Duke Wan getting bursted, he has the Winter Crown, he cannot even use it! It's a double kill, and Boars have Opertum in their tusks. I don't think there's anything they can do to change this result. Shellrider on the run, still trying to have some hope, clinging onto the hopes that they might still turn it around. Judge getting popped, and now Pamatronio, as he pops Judge, will pop the base. Crystal, shot after shot. Boars Gaming take the first game. But after a pretty hard
Περίμενε, έχουμε κι άλλο game. Έχουμε κι άλλο
I
game.
wouldn't even say that this was an epic comeback, you know, I can't really say that. Just because of the fact how back and forth this one really went. Boars were the ones who maintained the control early on, eventually lost it, and then brought themselves back into that game at that one Lord fight. Just one slight mistake, a small step from Guinevere, which went the wrong direction.
Ναι, μαλάκα του γαμί.
Όλα
target ban έφαγε. 500 target ban έφαγε.
Boborusik being the MVP of that previous one. Full build out there, and that's exactly what you want from that lad.
Μαλάκα, δεν αφήνεις Μαρσέλ, ρε φίλε. Δεν αφήνεις Μαρσέλ. Και μετά μου λέγανε εμένα γιατί τον απαγόρεψα στο τουρνουά. Ρε, είστε με τα καλά σας.
of the action, being the
Είστε με τα
action
καλά σας.
hero. In this game, he was kind of just setting things up. He was just kind of
Καλά έκανα και δεν το
initiating when it
γράψα.
was needed. He was holding the right people in the right places. And
MGC θα
one
υπάρχει όμως.
thing that has to be mentioned for sure is that he was for a very long time on top of the damage charts, just because Palmetronio was forming for a very long time.
Πρώτο ήταν ζέσταμα. Το
in a
θέμα
lot of
είναι
those
το ότι
fights,
πρέπει να
since
κερδίσουν
Alice
σε αυτό
initiated
όμως.
first and she
Γιατί
was
αν
there
χάσουν και
first,
σε αυτό,
she got a lot of damage in, and that's
έχουν κι άλλο,
something
μετά
that
παίζουν ένα
you
best of
need
five.
to consider, because that enabled Palmetronio
Αν
to
θυμάμαι
finish
καλά,
them
το
off,
bracket.
or for example, leave me to prepare them for Palmetronio to finish them off.
Ναι,
By the way, I
μετά
really
παίζουν
like
best of five.
what Palmetronio did. We were questioning kind of the Malefic Roar, talking about it, and he even got a 4x with a Sea Halberd. That's a Granger that doesn't carry. He's put up against tanks.
And a BOD, by the way, don't forget it. You've got every
And a
single
BOD.
you need. Yeah, and alright, apart from the man who took the least damage in, and then you've got a couple of thousands of AFL Metronio. But on the other side of the spectrum, right? I absolutely like that idea which he went with. Yeah, he went in for the Malefic Roar first. So even though Optim eventually would pick up those physical defense items, right? He already has that penetration. He's fine with it. He's like, all right, sure, go ahead. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna enable my item, which has been just sitting there waiting for you to build up the defenses. And then he adds in the Sea Halberd as well into the mix. So the
Ναι,
more
μόνος
the
του έρθει.
HP, which the Uranus,
και στο mid
as
έκανε
well as
κάτι.
the Kajang, whenever wanted to have, the better will be the damage dealt by the Granger. Adding in the BOD, as soon as you drop down below 50% HP, good luck. Now I'm going to do more damage to you. And no anti-curious means my Rhapsody and Dead Sonatas will hit you face first
23-18
with
είχες
full
πει.
damage.
Δεν το θυμάμαι. Πόσο
Those
ήρθε?
were the key
Δεν το
pointers
είδα
of
πόσο
their
ήρθε το
goal
σκορ.
setting, which eventually led them into this win.
Also, on top of that, there was the problem for Apertum where they did not really realize that Imcom with 3 tanks, it's good,
Yeah,
but it
okay.
doesn't scale well into the late game. Because when you hit late game, everyone has those penetration items, those vorexes, all those resources, or all those tools to open the can of tuna. So
Αλλά πραγματικά
you
για ένα
lost
kill.
your moment, you lost the momentum. The peak of their power was probably around like 3 items when no one really, yes, Bober tried to fix it with his Malefic Roar, but no one except him really had the Divine Glaive, their own penetration. So we could see it when the XP laner for Apertum was super beefy. No one could really touch him. He was standing in front, looking dead in the eye to the Harley, and he was like, what you gonna do? Well, what's he gonna do? He's gonna farm up, and eventually he's gonna cut you off. It doesn't matter if you're a tank, and that's exactly what happened. I know it's tricky. They had carry, so they kind of had in their mind, alright, we need late game, we need a full build, that's the plan. But they needed to consider this fact as well.
And also, let's be brutally honest, Arta was getting caught a lot. And we're going to see all of that in the highlights as well, right? We'll relive all those moments where, right from the first minute mark, you could see that Devil Dad wasn't really comfortable in his positioning. Every time he wanted to go in for the feather airstrike, apart from that very first fight, he was being targeted by both 812 as well as Bob Rusik. And at the end of the day, you also had God Believer randomly throwing out stuns at his face, eventually catching, if not him, and then
Ωραία, μακάρι να μην πέσει.
Dokwan. It's a series of unfortunate adventures happening for him. This wasn't really the best game for Farsa.
It's hard to
Μακάρι να
judge
μην
him
πέσει.
just based on this
Έλα,
game
ένα
because
game ήταν.
of course he was put against Celine, and that's going to be a hard time for really any mid lane mage. Doesn't really matter. Maybe Lunox kinda gets get out of jail free card a little bit in the sense of her iframe ult. But other than that, every mage will have a rough time, using a little bit extra HP, but that's basically it. So I think he really envisioned the game when
Ban
there was
Harley,
graphics.
Marcel,
I think
Alice.
he really
Εγώ
envisioned
αυτά
the
θα
game
έβγαζα.
in much brighter colors, and the reality was much darker than he thought possible. Because I see the idea. The idea is Kaja kites someone, then they will try to save the guy who gets caught by Kaja, then Shadow Rider jumps in with Mikazua, they hold them in place, and Devil Dead bombers on top of that with the Feather Airstrike. But that's not really what happened, because there were so many angles from which God Believer, Bober, Leave Me, or even
Κοίτα που πήγε.
that it was
Αχ, άμα έχεις
basically-
φύγει όλο ευθεία προς τα
There
πάνω να
wasn't basically a
γυρίσεις.
single team fight where they were caught in the same spot. Boars had this idea in their head that they cannot be caught in the same spot, and that's what they followed.
they wanted to make the fight scrappy, which eventually helped them out for a while as well. But this was that exact same moment where I was like, all right, yeah, now you've kind of lost the control. And now the Lord is going to go out of your hands as well. So all of the pushes that Judge was trying to open along with Mikazuya, it did not really matter. Whether you kind of got the better end of that trade, getting the 3 people first, eventually losing the one, but then Devil Dad getting caught out in the middle of it all. Along with Dokpon as well, standing in the center, couldn't really run away, doesn't have anything. This basically meant the final nail in the coffin there, and that was one of the big reasons why SNL, in SNL we say that the competition is going to be so high that at every single moment you have to be on your tiptoes for top tier
Πάμε μωρή
performance,
Ελλαδάρα,
otherwise
πάμε
this is
μωρή
what's going to
Ελλαδάρα.
happen to you.
Perfectly said. I could not really add anything to that. Except that I'm gonna say that Apertum are really proving their worth. Because you are playing against Boars. You are playing against a team that dominated the Vogue Surge at the end of the last year. They were the top dogs, they were the top Boars, you could say. And there was really not a match for them. Though they looked shaky in the start of the year, then they kind of stabilized, and then they looked shaky a little bit more. Then we saw them on the qualifier last weekend. They looked kind of good, but kind of bad at the same time. I don't know what your vibe was from that, but I still didn't feel like they are the Boars that we thought they would be. So, but still, it's a huge team. It's a big team. It's a very competitive team. So for Apertum to play such a long game against them and almost taking it home, that set up huge expectations for me, and just cements what I kind of expected from Apertum. I had high hopes for them, and so far they are delivering.
You just have to do it a little bit more. I mean, you mentioned before this game started, right, that Boars Gaming have got that experience. They have been tried and tested multiple times. And that's when we are finally seeing this roster, the refined one, the one that shines the most. Where in Apertum, they are yet to receive that kind of exposure which Boars Gaming have. Yes, exactly. They need it. So this is the exposure that they're getting. It's like 2 different playstyles now colliding, and I'm absolutely loving what they're bringing on the table. All they need to do is just make sure that they don't commit those small few mistakes which happen, which eventually turns the game around, right? So that's how high the stakes are. There's those tiny mistakes. That's all they need to correct.
True again. I'm inspired. It almost looks like you are always right.
Flying Cloud.
I'm not always right. It's one of the big things that I have also noticed out here, by the way, Warren, is the fact that you don't really have a lot of chances. It's not a double elimination. You lose one series, you're out of it. So you have.
Περίμενε, έχουν πάλι ξανά τέτοιο.
It's like sumo battles. You get pushed out, you are gone, you cannot get back in.
How do you know that I absolutely was going to use that? You're reading my mind or something.
I'm in the zone, you could say, but right now it looks like my predictions are a little bit off for this series, because they just started, Boars showed up. Yes, they were shaky, but they still ended up winning. And honestly, I don't feel like there was many moments that were
Στείλτε όλοι καρδιές για τον Devil ρε στο chat. Στείλτε λίγο αγάπη για τον Devil.
Moment where they could have turned the game around. It was kind of like Boars were winning,
Σπαμάρετε καρδούλες στο
and then
chat.
Boars had it again. But it was more so by Boars playing it well, especially the catch for Evil Dead. Honestly, like, who would have thought? There was hardly in the bush, he came from... There was no way of knowing. You cannot really call out Devil Dead for being there, because, like, who would have known?
That's one of the big things, right? Even the judge was also there time after time. It was just the timings that Levy was constantly picking up, so you couldn't really do a lot of things around that now. Those they still don't really want to change a lot in the draft. It's the exact same bands in the exact same order, and so goes the picks, my man. No global ban system. That means you can pick up the heroes that you've already picked up in the previous draft, and Rise will open with the same Marcel pick.
Harley.
Oh, the steal for the Harley this time. This is a nice adaptation. I like this.
Πήρανε Μαρσέλ οι άλλοι ρε, πούστη μου. Πάλι Μαρσέλ.
You take a video Harley, you flip it on its head, you are making it harder for them. That's one thing that I always preach, where I say, if you lose, you don't really want to go down the same path. Because yes, it was close, but still, in your head there is, you lost, in their head there is, they won. So it takes such an experienced player in order for it not to really shake up your mana. For most players, for 99.9999% players, it's gonna have an impact. Matters how much of an impact, but it will have an impact. You want to flip it on its head. I like it, but I think Harley, there's still more changes. I don't really think you should pair it up with everything else that you had. I think more changes are needed as well.
And this time it's going to be Boars doing some of this. Actually allowing
Kimi.
God Believers picked Good was the last. They picked up Selena previously. They're like, yeah, we're absolutely fine about that. The Phobius was banned out in that second phase. So they lock it in first along with the Kimi. Yes, Boars are revealing a lot of their cards of what they want to do, but it's totally fine. They get the power picks in their hands. You can't go for a lot more dashes. You already have enough for Boborusik to have his own fun time by Dr. Quan as well as Shadow Rider. So Judge, will you go for the Kaja again?
Judge, θα πας για τον Κάτσα ξανά.
Well, he's thinking about it, but he is locking in the force. Yeah,
Γιατί φάρσα.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, because I expect that it could have very similar issues, since 812, aka Leave Me, that whatever name he goes by right now, but of course the Jungle for Boars, he really likes the assassins, and if he's gonna see 3 squishies, I think he might be going for that. I know you've been in Baksha, you've been in Furnace, so you're probably thinking that he's gonna play a tank, but he could as well just lock in that Haya, lock in that Lancelot, lock in all of these. Even Leo, he's still open. Even Leo could work. He could just roll over Curry.
Yeah. It'd be a big
Ραζάγιος μπράζολε, μπήκε στο live.
because of the damage he has, but yeah, I
Τον είδα κι εγώ.
Leo is a very
Τον
good
είδα κι εγώ,
shout.
Νίκο, τον είδα κι εγώ.
Considering you've got that pseudo die to support Boborusik as well, and you can eventually knock Devil Dad's ultimate from far away with the power wheel hopping up.
Ουρέινους
So,
ξανά λοιπόν.
I really like that call. You can also kind of tank up the deadly magic from Shadow Rider.
Oh.
All of that could work out well for you. I don't want the extra dash on the other side just so Boborusik's passive fills up faster. A bit of a micro, but Elmetronio, yeah, Granger should sound a good shout. He goes in for the Moskov along the Suyu.
Run it back. This is the Stomachronio we used to love, we used to know back in the year 2025.
Αυτό σκεφτόμουν και εγώ, για Χάιλο σκεφτόμουν.
He delivered so many Moscow games. He was basically one of the guys that played Moscow. Everyone else was playing something else, sometimes Moscow, but he was playing a lot of Moscow. It was kind of a signature thing. So him hopping in right now, well, what can I say? It was kind of in the cards, and at the same time, if you look, yes, they have Hylos who's gonna shred his attack speed, but he can keep away carry. He can keep away Harley if he jumps. He can have that reaction moment. Not many marksmen have that option. He can even try to flank if he hits big SODs. One thing I'm worried about though is that he's playing against Harley. Moscow loves to split push, so he's gonna get caught a lot by Harley if he's not smart with this.
And I believe that is one of the big reasons why 812, instead of going in for the Leo, just decided to wait in for that Suyu, right? Because I don't think so it's going to be Elmetronio constantly hopping in on the side lane, pushing that one out, but rather you'd want to send out Leave Me onto those far lanes, just so he can have a chance of outplaying Shadow Rider, also got the iframes with the Blade Surge as well. Evil Queller should work out for him, try and immune the damage of the deadly magic, and if anything, we just simply shut him down very quickly. On the other side, another thing that I'm worried about is Devil Dad with that range on the far side. Yes, the performance was kind of off in the previous one, but this time he's got a better chance against a short-range God Believers Kimi.
Την ευλογία σας, Πάτερ. Πάτερ! Χρειαζόμαστε την ευλογία σας
opposite. Well, and as we are hopping into the land of Dawn for the second time, And for the multiple time today, well, Oportum against Boars, the steel tusks have been so far deadly for Oportum, but the Greek soldiers still have a chance. They have it in this game. Boars came in on the match.
And no surprises on those emblems though. All simple, straightforward, same, no problems whatsoever.
Even Pelmetronio, the solo emblem for the 1v1s, you like?
It's fine, it's good. To be honest, you kind of want to win the lane against the carry as quickly as possible. Or if anything, you just rather look upon at base, so it's kind of fine.
Talk to me about those stun predictions, Gert.
I mean, first of all, it's powered by Runestone, and second of all, yeah, I'm still skeptical about having the same prediction as Chronos. I'm sorry for it, he's gonna learn in a while.
There's a tight 1v1, Mikazuya being pretty nasty. Bober almost getting put on his butt in the dirt.
Το θέμα δεν είναι να είναι
this one needing to flicker out.
Το θέμα δεν είναι να είναι δύσκολο. Το θέμα είναι να στείλουμε θετική ενέργεια.
Bit of a problem there, right? 20 seconds before the
Αυτό είναι το θέμα.
And even though the bid should technically go for MGE-Esports, it's just because of the presence of Rise and oh my god, God believers, constant poke that's helping them.
Did you see it? Did you see it, Scared?
I think so, I did.
You saw how Rice caught Shadow Rider mid his jump, so he could not burst down the Kimi? Did you see that?
I thought he was just trying to body block him, but yeah, it's the passive stun that always catches you off guard. That immobile, man, that is so annoying.
It caught him mid-jump. He got cancelled out of his jump. That's exactly what happened. I don't even know if Rice planned for that. Oh, there's a reaction to go for Devil that. 1000 HP on Turtle, half HG there. Red 3 is still available, both sides, Judge. And there's the very step. Proper going for the background because he knows that he needs to get some chicken for the dinner. Mikazuya in that play. He needs to run. The Red 3 goes to Boars Gaming and suddenly they are in a very firm lead. 1500 and this game looks so much worse than the last one.
And they're also winning down towards that bottom lane, man. Pelmetronio. This is the reason why I said it, that Pelme will have a better chance at winning the lane against the Quan on that carry. Now, with carry, in order to land that spin in light wheel, you need a bit of an immobile target, or at least you want to have that 1v1 win so that you can get those pushes control. And as soon as you get that, you can surprise.
Shadow Rider trying to surprise a lot, but it's not enough. Wonderfully placed, Golden Hour keeping Rice alive because Shadow Rider could have baited there, but it would not really result in anything. Maybe even in his death. Probably not, but maybe. So yeah, great Golden Hour from Rice.
Denying him those couple of basic attacks as well just to get that kill on God Believer. I absolutely like it. And even though the Farsa, probably the only reason why she was picked up here is because Devil Dad should eventually win against God Believer's Kimmy, at least in terms of the range. Still not having a fun time. If anything, he was picked up by Bobber Rusik because of the bit of a far forward positioning, which gave Bobber an opening. Now since he's going in for the Radiant Armor as well, he would want for him to kind of face check him every other time.
Traction pull almost catching the horse by his hooves. Luckily not. Radiant Armor, by the way, being completed for Uber because he respects that bunch of magic damage. So he knows he has to do that kind of first. Yeah, go on, Scar.
Magic damage, all four, except of Dokpong. Everyone has got a lot of magic damage. And I believe audience sees that too. That's why their predictions are leaning towards Boars Gaming, because they've got a better chance at those itemizations, man. And that is one of the reasons why I absolutely love what audience does out there. By the way, audience prediction was also powered by Runestone, ladies and gentlemen, as right now the glorious Parkway being dropped up top.
Well, let's hope that Duke One is powered by Runestone as well. If he is able to make this one, we do know he is not. And I think the connection to Runestone has been cancelled out. I don't think
Κοίτα τι του έκανε εδώ, ρε μαλάκα.
From them, that getting bursted down. Yes,
Ωραίο το flicker
no,
σου
he's
φύγε,
alive,
φύγε.
he flickered. And the bird, for a bit I thought the bird is a skill shot. No, it's his own bird. He is fine.
saved by the bell there for a
Νόμιζε
second,
το
even
πολύ θα του
though
κάνει damage.
Royce wanted to shut him down.
His own
This
bird.
has been a bit of a problem, man. There's so much space allotted to Marcel.
Glorious buff away, trying to chase for Rise. Mikazuya doesn't want to go under the tower. That's quite a little bit too tricky. Though the goal difference is enormous. Almost 4,000. And so much of that gold is sitting on Plametronio. When we were checking for the last time, he was leading by, I believe, 600 gold or something. It's so hard for Dukvan to play. He is possibly playing against the best or the second best gold laner in Europe.
Second best. Ah, who's the first one?
Might be Wicked. We don't know.
Alright, understandable. But right now they might get caught.
Oh, there's a traction pull. That's quite nasty. 3 target traction pull and 4 target golden hour. Catch this bank. You should put it up on your wall or in front of your fireplace because this was gorgeous because we're trying to chase them away. There's a leave me going in, smacking them around. Dukwan getting deleted, and it's a great fight for Boars, who should be able to get a tower on top of
Marcel
it.
είναι θέμα.
Because you are trying to dance around.
Marcel
Actually,
είναι
one at a
τεράστιο
time.
θέμα.
Maybe for the tower to survive. I'm not sure. No, there's
Exactly.
you give the tower and you give the horse as well. Maybe in the hopes that Boars will stop chasing you if you give them the sacrificial horse.
6-2 start right now, Boards Gaming. We're almost hitting that 7th minute mark and they've got an almost 7k
Κοίτα
gold
πόσο
lead
έζησε,
for
ρε μαλάκα.
themselves. I don't think so. Operative would be able to buy enough time for Dokwan to get the Trinity. Because that's probably one of the only win conditions that they are now looking at. Devil Dad isn't really able to find the best positioning. Still probably going in for that second item right now. With a couple of Sky Piercers being picked up from the side of Boards Gaming. Now their snowball potential is going to be even harder.
Glorious buff away, but not really succeeding in anything. Oh, SOD? Nah, Palma, you're not going in. He went in! He's a crazy man! He's taking this 2v3! He doesn't care! He chases Hylos! He hops in! He doesn't mind! There's God Believer even flanking them with a big traction pull! Catching only the horse! Judge on the run! There's Dukvan already getting picked off! Yeah, you don't get anything, but just the aura that you can feel from every step Boars take in this game. Man, they are just aura farming right now because there could be damage farming because yeah, he bunch of damage here. 10,000 for Boars. Those Boars, if I saw those Boars,
Damage farm.
when I was thinking about the predictions, man, I would have just locked into 0. But it was such a long time when we last saw those clinical precise Boars, and I love to see them once more.
They've kind of been looking a little bit up and down there. Yes, I agree. But at the end of the day, I believe it only takes another champion line and
Λέτε
takes
εσείς.
down one champion.
Τσάτ, μιλήστε λίγο. ρε.
Like how it eventually took a Targaryen to take down the Baratheons. Oh, action pulse, good catch.
Rise, Judge. Oh, it's going to be horse stake again. Not really, actually. Glorious Buffalo keeping him alive. And there is Mikazuya trying to make some space happen. Yeah, the problem really lies in your own breath. You kinda did not know probably what were the strengths of the last draft that you had, because you are skirmishing much less. I understand, it's 8,000 gold difference, but if you were taking those skirmishes, if you had a team comp that could take those skirmishes, you could kind of you could kind of cancel out the macro-oriented game of Boars. But so far it looks like Boars should be taking the EVC ticket, will they? Could you say that? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's too far, but they will definitely be battling for it. The April 10th, that's when it started. It's already going. You can get the EVC ticket for the first time. It's about Cardo. Yes, it is, but it's a EVC, man. First time Europe can get on the world stage.
That's something they're kind of fighting out for. But man, Shadow Rider, that wasn't the best place to be at. Eventually getting picked off there. And we also saw a judge with soaking up 6,000 damage. Yeah, that should be right. Pretty sure that
Έχει
he's
πέσει ψυχολογία του
bit too
σίγουρα.
high onto that damage charts. Not a single kill right now being found for Operative Esports, and I kind of think Greed might end up being that draft issue as well. and it hops down onto that execution too. They just haven't been able to find their footing as the launch marches down bot, and they've got not a single holy shield to save their lives.
I mean, only thing that could make you turn this game around would be some crazy, insane play. But if you look at Opportun's ramp, they don't really have those picks. They will try to fight back though, because they are getting locked in their own base. They still need to try to do something, because that's the fighting spirit. You have to try, you have to hope, even though there's a very slim chance for you to turn it around. Maybe something crazy will happen, and maybe it will happen in this right moment. 3000 HP on the lower base, Crystal getting attacked. There's the golden hour keeping Duke one in the place, and he gets knocked out. That was perfect from Bover. He clicked that perfectly. That magic from
δεν πειράζει, δεν πειράζει ρε παιδιά.
Δεν πειράζει ρε παιδιά. As they take the horse. Now they keep the horse alive. Doesn't matter because they go for the base crystal. They know their priority is straight. They know that base crystal gives them to the duo and makes Kronos right. For one.
Εξ αρχής ήταν δύσκολο.
But boy, I'd have to say, MGE-Esports almost made us believe that. They, if not winning the entire thing, maybe they can cause a slight bit of an upset by taking one game away from Boars Gaming. But they bounced back well, and the second game looked even more clean as compared to the previous one. The Harley did not really work out in the hands of Shadow. Yes, they had their own ideas, kind of go full dive in with a high loss, glorious pathway, and then maybe the Harley could eventually get someone, but not really work out. To be honest, I still feel maybe Akaji would have been slightly better choice here. Yes, I understand that it did not work out previously, but that constant threat of divine judgment was what put God Believer in a little bit of passive mode in the Selena game, right? Maybe we could have tried to do the same thing against Rise this time around. But none of that happened, although GG, well played, Boars Gaming, moving in the semis.
Έρχεται και το Season 2, μην το ξεχνάτε.
Those boars that we saw in this last game were the clinical, the perfect, precise boars that we grown to love in the last year. I grew to love in the last year. Leave me back on the menu 703. Great seal performance. I loved it. I loved it.
Προλαβαίνω το κινητό μου.
Is that Pertum in the first game looked like they have what it takes to take them down, but in the end, they didn't. There are many questions, there could be many angles where they were lacking, where you could feel like they were lacking. For example, you could be thinking that Orion just games back-to-back band force Uranus, even though it was considerably maybe not the best take, so maybe Champion is an issue. Who knows? Maybe it comes down to preference, maybe it was someone made the call in the draft. Maybe because was just comfortable feeling that Uranus could be the answer. And well, in the end, it wasn't Uranus, it wasn't just Uranus pick, it was altogether how Opportun played. It looks like they might have thought of even themselves by how well they executed the first game. I think possibly it could have been something like, guys, this is crazy, we almost beat Boars, look at that, look how we can do it. And then
πέσαμε με τη δύο δύσκολη ομάδα. Μακράν, πέσαμε με τη δύο δύσκολη ομάδα.
And the lock-in maybe fell off and maybe something like that happened. Who knows? Who knows? Only Opportun knows. But I have to say, looking forward to seeing more of them. Love to see more of them.
7.500.
Well, they are the staple.
Well, it's the Ukraine who eventually move all the way up, and this is one of the strongest regions out in the entirety of Europe. And one of the big reasons why we think that they might win is Boars Gaming and how strong this team has been playing for such a long time right now. That is not just it, right? They still have got one more best of 3 remaining. Up in front of us, it's going to be Rising Phoenix, who will be taking on Bankai. It's going to be Germany versus Spain. That's going to be the next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, but don't worry, we're not going anywhere right now, as still I've got a few more podcasts to do out there for it. And I like the analysis which you just gave there regarding what might have been going in the minds of the person.
Θεωρητικά
On
ακόμα
the other
3
side of the spectrum, right? Let's talk about
δύο ή
Boars
3
Gaming a
games.
bit. Dropping down that first game, and yes, if not for that one jump of when things might have been a little more different. They eventually found that footing. From that point onwards, they did not let the momentum go out of their hand. But losing it in that early phase, oh, that was kind of bit iffy, right? Because you don't really want to expect anything from that. But you know what, Warren? Before we move on to there, we've got an interview lined up, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Phil Petronio all the way back up.
Hi.
How are you doing? It's been a long time, Phil Petronio. It's been a long time. You're finally hopping back here as well. And also, we've got the translator who will help us out in this interview. Now, Phil Petronio. I believe this year was the first time that there was a team which eventually won against Boars Gaming. So that was a big setback for you guys. How did the team bounce back after that loss? Extremely slay.
Last game? Extremely Stay? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys lost to Extremely Slay last time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how did the team bounce back?
Φε τυφλό να μην κοιτάω μαζί σου.
Я не понял, типа, что он спросил.
Типу, ну, ви програли Extreme Play, як ви повтулись від цього?
Мы осознавали ошибки свои просто и отталкивались от того, какие ошибки мы допустили, и просто об этом ошибки, может быть.
So, they did work on their mistakes and
Ναι, ωραία, και τώρα τι έγινε?
basically it.
Alright, fair. Warren, over to you.
Alright, so the big question is that everyone's been thinking, are Boars finally back? Because you look shaky in the beginning of the year. Are you finally back after this build?
Питання досить схоже, бо ви спочатку були слабкі на початку, зараз ви відчуваєте себе впевнено, ви повертаєтесь до прайму.
Yeah, we build strongest team. Now we strong.
Θα ακούσουμε καθόλου το interview, τι θα γίνει?
Может, я тебе просто...
Σταμάτα να γελάς, ρε άνθρωπε.
Alright, Warren, anything else that you want to ask?
Yeah, I will give a little bit of spice in there, because I was mentioning it in the game. Is Wicked better than you, or are you better than Wicked? We didn't see that matchup, you were kinda waiting for it, so who's better?
Better Wicked
Хто
than me?
краще?
Mm,
Краще.
50-50. Me.
Alright, there we go. Dropping that bomb here, man. Alright. Well, Metronio, this one is a little bit longer question, right? As compared to 2025, this year, 2026, Europe is receiving a lot of opportunities, a lot more experience by the SNL, the MEC Season 2 that's about to happen, the SPL as well, which you guys played, right? We saw a lot of tournaments back to back happening. How important it is for Europe as a region that you finally receive that EWC.
Bravo, ρε.
So, how important it is for you
Bravo.
guys and how important it is for
Συγχαρητήρια.
that region.
Βρήκες να κάνεις την
Таке більш
ερώτηση.
глобальне питання, типу, порівнюючи з 2025-м, зараз Європа багато турнірів
2000
провели.
years later.
І як от для вас теж Європа отримала слот на
Ти να ξέρω
місці?
ουκρανικά.
Як ви на це дивитесь?
Ну, можно сказать, мы очень рады, что Европа получил свой слот. Мы его ждали очень долго. Можно сказать, можно ты так точно.
Ναι, ναι.
Очень рады этому, что получили слот, и сможем получить от этого еще больше экспириенс.
Δώστε του λίγο νερό, ρε μαλακα, πνίγεται το παιδί.
Поэтому да, мы очень сильно хотим выиграть и слот, и все остальные турниры. Можешь перейти.
Well, he says that they were really looking forward for that NBC slot, and now that we got here and they are happy, so we'll come stronger.
Let's go.
All right, man. All right. I believe that's about it. Pelvetronio, thank you so much for showing up. You'll be facing either Rising Phoenix or Bankai. So I wish you all the very best. Is there anything that you want to say to your fans?
Δεν
You
έχει
can
άλλο.
say in your regional language. It's totally
Δεν
fine.
κάνω άλλο. Κουράστηκα.
Thank you for all supporting. Watch the game. И спасибо за поддержку.
Ω, хорошо.
You know what? We're gonna keep it that way. We're not gonna get the translation of that. So that moment is between you and your fans. Thank you so much, Pelvetronio. I wish you all the very best.
Right, well, that was Palma, the dumpling man, the dumpling demon right now from that last game. And well,
Πειράζει,
scared
παιδιά.
to hear that right, we
Θα
should
έρθει
be hopping
ξανά.
into a break. So we will be having the next BO3 after this
Τώρα
short
μου,
break.
καλησπέρα.
And we have something spicy that we have to tell you, but we are gonna tell you after the break, but you will like
Δεν
it.
πειράζει,
You
θα
will
έρθει
love
ξανά
it.
η ευκαιρία.
That's about it.
Θα στείλουμε ξανά
We'll be
στην
hopping back
Ελλάδα.
after this very short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. And in the meantime, we're going to ask more and about the titles that he actually gave to Pelvetronio. Right? Don't go anywhere out there. In the meantime, just make sure you like the stream as well, people, so that you do not miss out on this action. Because on the other side, we're going to have Rising Phoenix versus Bankai.
Συγχαρητήρια. Μέχρι να το πατήσεις αυτό. Πω, πολύ μαλάκα. Παιδάκια, καλά ήτανε. Σας ευχαριστώ. Ελπίζω να περάσατε καλά. Θέλω να δω τι βίντεο έχει κάνει ο Autopost. Η αλήθεια είναι, δεν έχω ιδέα. Θα δούμε αύριο τι θα γίνει. Ενδεχομένως να κάνω και αύριο ένα. Όπου αύριο είναι τετράδα. Best of 5. Λοιπόν, παιδιά, σας χαιρετώ. Σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ και για την παρέα και για τα tap, για όλα. Δεν πειράζει, δεν τα καταφέραμε φέτος. Ευκαιρίες δεν χάνονται, ξέρω όπως είπα και πριν. Θα δοθούν και άλλες ευκαιρίες. Με τη λήξη του SNL θα ξεκινήσει το MGC. Οπότε αρχάριες ομάδες μπορούν να πάρουν μέρος για να διεκδικήσουν μια θέση για το SNL Greece, να ανέβουν κάτι στην κατηγορία αυτή και να διεκδικήσουν και αυτή τη θέση τους εδώ για την εθνική. Σας εύχομαι ένα καλό βράδυ, καλή ξεκουραστή. Ήμουν ο Αρτίστας και δεν ξαναλέμε. Θα είμαι και μόνο.